Hello, Guilders. Welcome in to Exploits of the Golden Shadows, Episode 4, Bandit Blues. I'm Timbo the Wizard. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm going to be your humble dungeon master tonight. We got a great one coming, but coming right on up for you. But before we get into that, let's go around the table and introduce our lovely cast. Domino, why don't we start with you?
Hello, everybody. Name is Domino. You can find me at twitch.tv/DominoRBG and twitter.com/DominoRBG, and I play Cera.
Excellent. Moving right along, Mystrich.
My name is Mystrich. I stream here on twitch.tv. Love to talk about tabletop RPGs, and I play Brennard the Artificer.
Excellent. I'm Raichkyu.
Hello, everybody. I'm Raichkyu. You can find me at Twitch TV slash Raichkyu one slash. And I do variety streaming, and I play Ellida, the wild magic chaos sorcerer, and some more.
Beautiful. And last but certainly not least, Galaxy.
I'm Galaxiebot or Jess. My pronouns are they them. You can find me at Jess Galaxy on YouTube or at Galaxiebot on TikTok. I make tons of videos on both of those channels. Galaxy is always spelled with an IE for me, and I am playing Melu Goodsong, the cleric.
Fantastic. Excellent. Yes. So before we get into tonight's session, let's go ahead and do a brief recap of the last episode. Who would like to do that recap for inspiration?
I will take up that role tonight.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
So we learned the location of another dragon-carved dragon shard in a high-end auction house / casino in Sharn's Hightower district. I think it was Hightower, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. I was like, I hope I got that right. We had each sort of planned for one contingency in the casino, but we decided to enjoy ourselves a little bit first. None of us won any money. We used IDs / invites forged by Ellida to get into a backroom auction where there were masks required. And we saw a few magic items go up for sale, but the one we were bidding on was the dragon shard. Ellida also bid on a necklace that had some holy powers attached. When all of us went down into the vaults, we had planned for a fake payment to be made for the dragon shard, but Ellida did not have payment for the necklace, which caused her to explode, setting off the security system. Mm-hmm. This gave us a chance to break into the vault, which was also guarded by lasers. Thankfully, Cera was able to use her unseen servant in order to open up the doors and shut those off. Yeah. So we found several cases of treasures, but we couldn't really get into them. And even as Brennard started to unlock the case for the dragon shard, the wall blew up, and once again, the mysterious stranger came in along with Sister Maggie, and they made off with another one of the dragon shards. This time, though, we weren't giving up the chase. We had help. Our airship arrived right behind theirs, and we chased them through a storm into, I believe, where this arrow is pointing, the King's Forest.
Yes, excellent. And at the end, the storm proved too much for the fancy man's ship, and they went down in a bout of flames. But due to Sarah's preparation with Zachariah, y'all managed to keep the ship aloft, and were able to successfully land it, albeit a bit of an emergency stop due to the amount of damage that was being taken. Perfect. Excellent. Yes. Go ahead and mark inspiration on your sheet, and let's go ahead and dive on in. So, I'm going to say it's probably fairly, it would have been late evening when y'all had done the heist in the, at the Platinum Palace. So I'm going to say, it's been a few hours, after, or you guys have just landed. It's like maybe the wee hours before dawn. As all this has taken like a little bit of time for you to travel, and you have kind of you had followed Fancy Man's ship through the storm and landed in the King's Forest over yonder. And as y'all, like, Zachariah is making preparations and like repairing the ship as y'all have like landed. But he looks bone tired. And he like looks all of you over. And he kind of sees that y'all are in some rough shape, but recognizes that are very y'all are passionate about heading onwards. But he'll say, it takes a lot out of me to fly this airship. I have to sleep. But y'all are, I mean, you'll look maybe a little rough, but I'm not gonna get in your way.
Do you want us to just leave you?
Yeah, I mean, I got a cabin in the back, and he'll like gesture over his shoulder to like a small room.
Will you be all right on your own?
Yeah, I mean, I think I should be fine. If I've got this, and he'll tap his like sword handle.
My bad. Have we all gotten changed and everything yet?
I would assume that like y'all, this would be in the like after y'all landed, this would be in the moments where you're taking all the stuff out of the bag of holding and suiting up. Oh, Mist, sorry, real quick. I noticed that Galaxy's captions have stalled. Just refresh their browser, so it
Yeah,
should be good.
will do.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, but this is like I feel like maybe just after y'all have landed the ship. And it's the Fancy Man kind of flew at like a little bit of an oblique angle away from y'all, and he kind of landed very quickly and at a very fast rate in the in like a easterly direction. And he was moving quite fast, so he's like a little. You think that he's like a little bit of distance away from the ship, but like looking over on the horizon, you do see like a column of smoke like billowing up.
Gotcha. Well, at this particular time, Sarah has just gone off into the woods to find a nice, like, secluded area where she can get changed in peace.
Okay.
Melu is gonna like very quickly change and get their armor back on, but then immediately sit down and like eat something and like
Sure.
try to take a few minutes.
Yeah, after oh sorry.
No, I was gonna ask if we were gonna try and take a short rest, like above the table.
Yeah, I was gonna ask as well. Do you want to take a short rest? Do you all want to take a long rest? It's totally up to you at this point.
Short rest, I say, because we need to get this one back.
Yeah, agreed.
We don't want this trail to go cold.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Brennard is definitely gonna kind of almost pseudo pass out after trying to keep the airship afloat while we kind of went through the brunt of the storm, and just kind of sit down by the like elemental mast and kind of take a breather / mini nap before he gets changed up as well.
Okay, yeah. Absolutely. So, everybody go ahead and roll your hit dice and stuff for your short rest as y'all are relaxing in this cabin. I feel like in this moment, like Zachariah, he goes off to his like little private room and he shuts the door, so you're not sure what happens to him. But as y'all are kind of eating and relaxing, it's I feel like the weight of the exhaustion that has happened kind of falls onto all of y'all, and y'all fall asleep maybe collectively together. Let me go around the table real quick and ask, like, what's the best meal that your character has ever eaten? Does anybody want to go first in answering that question?
I can. I feel like the best meal that Melu has ever eaten has been some kind of like really hearty like venison stew that they ate with the caravan after they got a deer for like it was probably like one of the first times they ever got a deer.
Nice.
For Sarah, it's probably just like a very fancy feast like that her house has had in celebration.
Okay.
I think Brennard, it's probably like once he became a member of House Caneth, he kind of got to eat at the high-end restaurants, and I think he had lobster for the first time ever at one of those, like the high-end restaurants in Sharn.
Nice.
And then for Ellida, I probably her favorite is probably some big lavish cake that was gifted to her and the Order of the Quarter Peace after some visit they had to a city that they quotation mark helped. But it was delicious. It was a giant cake.
Perfect. Excellent. Yes. So, y'all find yourselves collectively at a table together in a very fancy looking dining hall.
I have a
Um,
quick question.
yeah.
Sarah doesn't sleep.
Okay. This still would affect you as a
Okay,
true.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, you're good. Um, so while you're in like uh this state, I feel like it's almost especially surreal to Sarah because of the fact that she doesn't dream, right? And y'all find yourself um in this banquet hall, this dining hall, and y'all all are all eating this food. Um the most delicious meal that you've ever had, and it's almost like amplified a little bit, even like it's even more delicious. It's like as delicious as you remember it, if not more so. And details of the environment are a little hazy, like it's like you're clearly eating at a table with your friends, and there's clearly a plate of delicious food in front of you, and like there is drinks and beverages that are being served, but at like out of they're kind of like it's being done out of the corner of your eye almost, and like you can't almost focus on it, and almost like the things are kind of like the serving utensils are kind of floating about the room. um and as y'all are kind of eating um and resting up, you like each of y'all are here like a voice, and it's kind of like doting on you a little bit, like asking you, oh, is this good, delicious, great, would you like some more wine, maybe a little more mead. um and as y'all are kind of like your collective focus kind of expands a little bit past the table, and you see that there is like a young man, a very young man, he couldn't be more than a teenager, um with like kind of like very short page cut hair, blonde, wearing like scholarly attire with like very short rimmed glasses, very small circular spectacles pushed at the like the edge of his nose, and he is like doting on you. And like if anybody will reach for their drink, he'll do a gesture with his hand, and like the pitcher will float and like serve you as y'all are eating.
Hmm.
Was this person on the airship with us?
Oh no, absolutely not.
And we're like aware that this is like not normal?
Yeah. Do you get the sense? It's like the feeling that you have when you're in a dream and then suddenly you realize that you're in a dream. It's exactly like that. You have that moment of lucidity.
Oh gosh. Melu is gonna look at Sarah and be like, "Did I fall asleep? Are you here too?"
Sarah's just like, I I don't think so. I don't sleep. Y-
Mm.
Uh, who are you? And she just looks at this gentleman.
Yeah, and I think Brennard is probably gonna mostly pick up on the fact that like Ellida and Melu seem to be having a conversation, so like he might have been able to buy, oh well maybe I just passed out and this is a dream, but now he's like, wait, the like NPCs of my dream are now talking about how they don't sleep. This seems weird. Oh, maybe this isn't a dream.
Perfect. Awesome. And what's Alita's reaction?
So Alita is gonna be eating the food. You know, like when you're in a dream and you're like, "Fuck, I don't want to wake up. Like, just let me stay asleep a little bit." This is kind of nice. She's gonna be kind of like just eating the food as much as she can, but then she looks at everybody and and stops and realizes that maybe she's not the only one actually here because it's a little too suspiciously on the nose. So she's just gonna look at the person that Sarah is questioning.
Awesome. All right, great. Oh, sorry. Real quick, miss. I'm being told that the ambiance might not be piping through to the stream. Is it still open on your on?
Oh, it crashed. That's why.
Oh
Yeah.
well, that will freaking do it, won't it?
It'll do it.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, 1 moment. Sometimes it acts funny.
Oh wait, I
Yeah, I
just
don't
saw
think it
your
likes when you tab
clarification in
out.
our chat, so I want to double check. If you roll 2 hit dice, you don't get con modifier twice.
No, you only get it once.
Oh, okay.
E.
Yeah, because I thought it was like 1d for me 8 plus con modifier each time I spent a hit die.
No,
Yeah.
it's only once.
Dang.
You can roll as many hit dice as you want, but yes, it's only the one time.
I'm assuming our temporary hit points are gone as well, right?
What were the temporary-
Yes.
I have I'm trying to think of. So let me double check if I have a spell slot because then I can make a new cannon.
Sorry. Sorry, is the sound coming through?
Let me reopen it. Come on, Discord.
Ellida, you can roll more hit dice.
It says
Oh,
stream
that's only one.
pause.
Okay.
Timbo the Wizard
Yeah.
has minimized the application.
Yeah, it doesn't like when you minimize it. Whenever it just kind of stops whenever you minimize it.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I never did that before. I've been using this all the time, and this is the first time I'm running into that issue. How strange. Okay. Is it still working now?
Yeah, it seems to be
Yeah.
working now.
Okay. It's very
Back on
weird.
track.
All right, perfect. The young boy, the young man will look at you, Cera, being addressed, and he'll say, "Oh, you're awake. Well, and he'll kind of think about it for a minute. You're not awake, but you're not asleep. You're aware. That's the one. Yes. Hello, I'm Ptolemy," and he'll do like a deep, like, very formal bow. How's the food? Is it good?
I don't
Can I-
care about the food. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, can I get a vibe check on this guy?
Yeah, just roll. Give me an insight. Just straight insight. As vibe check. Anyone else can roll to vibe check as well if they would desire.
15.
Insight. Oof.
My insight is so good, and I still only rolled a 15.
Does he pass the vibe check?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that he seems like a gracious host to all of you. Melu, you don't. This does feel weird to you, but you don't like the food is really good, and like you don't feel like you're necessarily in any danger. But there is like maybe a growing feeling of discordance. But it's not really emanating from the boy. It's really more the place that you're in.
Don't like that.
And he'll say, "Yes, I do apologize. I hate to do introductions like this, but and he'll like shrug. I kind of things have been set in motion a little bit, and I really we need to have a discussion. And before you ask, I can't tell you this way. It's too sensitive. This place is not the most secure, but it's good at sending a little message, you know."
Where are
What?
we?
Sarah squints.
Melu's just
What
like,
the
you
hell are
answered
on about?
absolutely no questions.
Sorry. Yes. What was the question again? We don't have that much time. What was the question?
Where are we and what is this?
Oh, you're asleep right now, and we're having this is I'm talking to you. This is a message. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Yes,
Uh,
I had to. Sometimes, when folks sleep, they can be crossed over to another place, and that's where you are now. Sleep, trance. It's it's a bit loose.
So wait, what's the message?
gesture around.
And who's it from?
The,
Exactly.
The message is from me, Ptolemy, and he'll wave his hands. And you need to come talk to me. Come meet me at my tower. My peons. They're already, well, I don't like calling them peons, but they're my entourage, I guess you could say. And he kind of looks thoughtful for a moment.
Wait, your tower? Where's your tower?
It's where they'll lead you. Just trust them. They can be a little aggressive maybe, but they've got good hearts for the. For the
Well, we have things we have to do.
I know. It's about the thing, right? We can't. Ooh. And then he'll be like, and he'll look around at the walls, which you all notice have begun to shift slightly, shake almost like, like Salvador Dali's artwork where the
they're
clock,
melting.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're like melting like very slowly.
Cera looks back at Ptolemy and she goes, "What do your associates look like?"
They're like, you can't miss them. They'll have like, they're like little, and he's like stumbling over his words, like he can't like he's having like a real hard time, like the pressure is on, and he's like, you can't miss them. They'll make themselves know. They're little guys. They're again.
Are you in Sharn? Are you in Breland? Are you on
No,
Corvair?
We're
Are
right
they
in the,
couples?
we're right in
Are
the
they
forest with you.
halflings?
We're right nearby. I can't. And he looks pained again. Just follow the guys. You trust me.
Nice.
Trust you.
Communicating.
Follow me. He'll look around and he'll say, "What? How can I breed trust with you?" And the walls have still have begun to melt even further. He looks really panicked now.
Tell us why
Back
you need us.
Opposite of how you would.
It's about the thing that y'all are chasing.
The dragon thing?
At which point
You
the walls,
What do you know?
melt completely down, and y'all find yourself still sitting at this table, but your focus has expanded beyond the walls now, and you realize that y'all are actually seated in the middle of just a blasted plain. It's completely like a black desert of just dunes heading out in basically every direction. Looking maybe to the south, you might be able to see like a large dome on the horizon. But that's not the main thing that distracts you, as the clouds that covered the sky, blue bolts of lightning striking the earth, illuminate a large shadow black figure, taller than a building in Sharn, even one of the really big ones, like slowly stumbling through the background and just walking. Ptolemy has gone sheet white, and he will go, I have to end it now. But take this, and he'll push a paper like onto the table, and it appears to be like a little sheet, a little parchment sheet, maybe a little map.
I'll take the map.
Yeah.
Melu will pick the map up.
Absolutely. And as you do, like you reach forward to grab at the map, and your fingers close around it. And as you do so, you see the large shadowy figure in the distance unmistakably turn its head in y'all's direction. And you see where it would have eyes on its face begin to glow, like slowly at first, from a low intensity before glowing incredibly bright. And Ptolemy says, "Quick, we must meet. Time is of the essence. Good luck." And he'll like clap his hands together, and y'all will all wake up with a start, just as the laser blast is coming straight from this large shadowy figure at the building. And y'all wake up with a start in the airship.
What was that? What just happened?
Did you also experience that?
I think it's safe to say that we all did.
We had the same dream with the table and the cake and the food and the guy.
It was less of a dream and more of a message. I'd never want to experience a message like that ever again. Is that
No.
what sleep is like? That's terrible.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I mean, it wasn't the weirdest dream I've had.
I don't-
No, thank you.
Normally I'm in control of my dreams. That was very strange. I do.
Melu, do you have that paper?
Yes. I think so. Do I? Am I holding the paper?
You are holding a paper now, and
Okay.
it is a map.
I'll hold it up and be like, I have a paper. It's a
Sarah will
map.
take it, and she will look at this map.
Yeah, it appears to be a map of the King's Forest, the area that you're in. On it, you do find that there is like a small wizard-looking tower.
So we're just gonna. Are we sure this isn't a distraction from what we're supposed to be doing? How do we know he's not working with Fancy Man?
I mean, I'm not sure.
He seemed okay to me.
Is
Yeah,
it
but
just because he fed you?
What? No.
Sarah goes quiet again, staring at the map like she's mulling over the odds.
We have no other leads, right? Like,
Like, go
There's that big
down.
pillar of smoke in the distance.
is the smoke in the same direction as the tower?
It's like in a
No.
same general direction, but it's not like on the same exact path.
So it's not on the way.
I mean, it would be like a bit of a detour.
Okay.
But also, it's not good that someone else knows about this.
Mm-hmm.
And how does he know? And why does he know that the Fancy Man has it?
I mean,
Does he? Wait, did he say that?
He alluded to it.
Well, I guess we're
Unless-
just gonna have to ask him.
unless it came from the shadows, I don't understand. I guess asking him really is our only option, though.
I don't like it, but I think we're taking a detour.
All right.
I guess we're gonna set off towards the Wizard's Tower.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have misdescribed it. So it's actually a detour to go to the the crash site versus the Wizard's Tower. You would have to divert that direction. But like I said, it's totally up to y'all.
Well, I guess we're still gonna go to the Wizard's Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, following the map, there are a few like rudimentary waypoints that y'all find that you're able to match up as y'all are making your way. Most noticeably, up on like one of the large nearby mountaintops, there is a dome-like structure that looks kind of off-putting to you, but it's also on the map, and it like you recognize that when you like walk a certain percentage of the way, you're able to tell like it as a waypoint more or less, and you're about halfway. You feel like you're about halfway to the Wizard Tower when the like out of the woods, like coming along a similar path that y'all are following, you see a like a small entourage of kobolds, about a dozen or so, like walking through the woods, kind of looking around. One of them is a winged kobold, and it looks like he's like maybe flapping like 10 feet off the ground, like keeping a wary eye out. They are armed with like weapons. They all have spears, as they're kind of flying about. Well, what do y'all do?
Brennard's gonna look at Cera and go, "Little guys."
A bunch of kobolds.
Possibly.
Angry?
She still pulls her rapier from the void, just in case. They definitely are little, and some may in fact be guys. But I wonder what they're searching for. Unless they're searching for us, then.
But didn't we make a bunch of kobolds like very mad at us not that long ago?
Who's to say they're the same kobolds?
I
You
mean,
made a lot of
That was
lot of
way over in
people, yeah.
drone.
okay. I don't actually know what this continent looks like. I'm so worried that it was close.
Just like,
So
who's to
we
say those are the
went,
same
like,
kobolds?
way
Also, we didn't do
over-
anything to them.
So if you look in the map, we're like where the arrow is, and Drome is like over here.
Oh, okay.
Also, we didn't do anything to those kobolds. That was somebody completely different. We just happened to be there.
Definitely. We definitely lied to their leader. Anyway,
He doesn't know that.
by now he would.
No.
All right. If we feel like they're different kobolds, then I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'm worried about going to this wizard's tower anyway. So if the kobolds can lead us there, maybe we'll go there faster at least.
Cera is going to take point as we approach the kobolds.
Okay, yeah, and I think as they as the kobolds see you, the ones on the ground, they look a little nervous and they get ready. They get ready for a potential conflict. But the flying one, he looks down at y'all and he says, "Oh, the group. We found them. We found them for the master." And the other kobolds will like look surprised, and then they'll start cheering.
Oh,
And the flying one will go, "Quickly! You must return with us to the master." And the other kobolds will go, "Yes, the master, the master."
oh, the guys.
Oh.
These are the guys he was talking about.
They do seem to be that way.
These are indeed the little guys, and I still don't like this. But let's go.
They seem fine at least. They're just little dudes.
Yes, come with us. Come quickly. You must speak with the master. It's very urgent. At least that's what he says. And the other kobolds will be like, they'll kind of murder to themselves. And then if y'all want, the kobolds will be happy to take you to the wizard tower. As y'all make your way through the woods, the kobolds are like maybe I think the kobolds are in good spirits now that they have succeeded on their mission. They're like doing like little songs and like you know, like fucking with each other a little bit. Like they're very mischievous little guys, you can tell, and they're like kind of pranking one another a little bit. As y'all make your way up to this large tower, it looks maybe a little bit run down. As y'all are approaching it, it's quite tall though. And as you make your way inside of the building, you find that like the opening of it, there isn't one, at least initially, but as the kobolds draw close, the winged one, it produces something, and before saying like some kind of phrase, causing the object to glow, at which point a door appears in the side of the tower, and everybody enters in. The interior of which is a like it looks a little bit like potentially bigger on the inside as y'all are walking in. It's like a large study almost, and you see like it looks definitely like a scholar study. There are books like strewn all over the place, many open, leaflets, papers, writing utensils all over the place, and just completely cluttering up everything. And in the center of the chaos, you see that same young figure that y'all had met in the dream, just hunched over a book, his glasses pushed up against his up his nose on his eyes, like working on something. He seems to not have noticed y'all enter in the building.
Brennard's gonna
Hello?
give like a knock on the wall, like a.
What? Yeah. Who? Oh, it's you. And he'll look up excited. he'll like stand up hurriedly and knock over like an ink vial on the desk, and ink will just start to pour everywhere, and he'll make a shocked exclamation, and he'll quickly rush over and grab some like other parchment to try to blot up the paper, or blot up the ink as it spills everywhere, trying to protect the books. And he'll say, yes, excellent timing. You are the group. Thank you so much for coming. And he's still very panted, like hurriedly cleaning everything up. Thank you so much for heeding my warning. Now we can discuss in what first. And then you see him cast something, and like summoning, he does multiple gestures with his hands before summoning like a sphere, which then expands out of the room, like through all of y'all, and encompasses the entirety of the room. It doesn't feel like anything. You just notice this magical presence like exude through you, and then it's silent. And Ptolemy will go, that's better. Yes, thank you so much for coming. We have quite a bit to discuss.
Yes, we do. Like, what are you doing out here in the middle of the forest? And why do you know about the Dragon Shard?
These are great questions. So to answer your first, I'm doing research, and I'll gesture at the books. Where my area of study, my area of expertise is the Draconic Prophecy. So this is my own private library, shall you say, and I'm doing my best. And that also flows into your second question that you asked. The Draconic Prophecy is how I know.
And what do you want to discuss with us about this Dragon Shard, which we should be going off to find in the first place?
Yes, about that. So, about the Dragon Shard, the idol has already been taken. There was a crash that had occurred, and my friends over here, my lads, and I'll gesture at the kobolds again. They went off to investigate the crash site, and they found it to be abandoned, empty. But they did find sitting in a bush over in a corner. They were able to recover this dragon idol. And when they had told me of this, I realized that the significance of it, that via the description of it alone, I was able to draw a sketch of it, and he'll pull up a sketch, and it's clearly the Sybarix dragon idol.
Wait,
And
so
he'll say-
you're telling me after the crash they just abandoned it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. And Ptolemy will shrug. All I know is that when my lads were recovering the idol, they were accosted by bandits in the woods, and they unfortunately were forced to give it up to them. And now I'm a little concerned, and he'll start flipping through like pages of the prophecy, and he'll be like, well, and if we don't get the dragon idol back, then this thing might happen, and he'll start going through potential like doomsday scenarios. And then he'll say, and even if we do get the dragon idol back, there's still the possibility that this might happen, and he'll rattle off like 5 other doomsday scenarios. And
Cera rolls her eyes, and she's like, okay, enough.
Wait, so bandits took it?
I guess
Your little dudes, you just gave it to some bandits?
the kobolds will look a little like disparaged. Like this is obviously a point of great shame for them. Of great shame.
I mean, I didn't mean to make them feel bad. I'm just stressed.
Alita's gonna console them.
What does that look like?
Like that because they're small, right? She's gonna get on their level and just be like, "No, it's like anybody could have done that. You didn't know it was that important. It's okay."
Make me a persuasion
Look
roll.
at
Make me a persuasion roll with advantage. Because everybody knows compliments from strangers always mean more.
Yes.
I mean,
22. You brightened. Man, that's a high roll. You brightened these kobolds. You put the spark back in their eye and the hip in their step. They're hopping the step.
So-
but Ptolemy will go yes. So at this point though, I'm a little concerned about what those bandits might do with it. If they were just a regular sort, then they might just hawk it or sell it, and that would be another issue. But they have someone amongst them who may be clever enough to do something with it. I'm a little nervous, especially consulting the prophecy, and then he'll go off on another tangent.
Do we know about this prophecy that he keeps talking about?
Make me a history check. Everybody can make me a history check to know it. Sarah, you can do so at advantage. I think Sarah definitely knows about it.
I was about to say, like, do I even have to roll?
You don't have to roll to know what it is at all, but let's see how much you do know.
Okay.
Wow, a lot of 16s.
Yeah.
God, 3 16s in a row.
Come on, Sarah.
That's wild.
Pressure's on you.
14. Okay. So I'm going to say that, Sarah, this is kind of a little bit of extended knowledge for the group, and Sarah knows this inherently, definitely. Basically, the Draconic Prophecy is there is a there is this prophecy of let's start at the beginning. So way ages ago, there were a set of demons that ran across Corvair. Okay, demons were fucking all over the place. The demon lords were having a great time. It was like a big demon party, and they were loving life, and they were in charge, right? And then the dragons showed up, and they were like, no more party for you. They broke up the demon party, right? And in doing so, the dragons worked with and I think this is probably what Sarah knows. The dragons worked with the Kodal and the Silver Flame and what became the Silver Flame in order to trap the demons and lock them away, right? And what the Draconic Prophecy is the prophecy on how one or multiple or some of these demon lords might be released. And the Draconic Prophecy itself is a very complicated thing because it is like this huge ever-branching pathway, right? It's like timelines, multiple timelines, and it's like, if this thing happens, then this thing could potentially happen, and it's and if this thing doesn't happen, then it cuts off like a whole section of the Draconic Prophecy. So there are agents of both sides, both the demons and the dragons, who are trying to manipulate the scenes and make the Draconic Prophecy prevent it from happening or make it come true and cause the demon lords to come back. And I think that's kind of all y'all's collective knowledge, more or less.
All right.
So, you're giving us this information. What do you expect in return if we go and, let's say, retrieve this dragon shard from the bandits? You know we're not going to hand it over to you, right?
No. I mean, I don't. I've crunched the numbers actually, and it's actually a higher likelihood of the apocalypse happening if you hand it over to me than you holding on to it. It's pretty messy. So why not? Yeah, I would agree. You definitely should hold on to it. There's also something about, I don't know, it's not very clear. There are lots of permutations that are potentially available, but who knows? Like maybe you're some prophetic person, or it's all filled with metaphors. It's very confusing, but I think it's more likely it's better in your hands. Absolutely. Definitely. I'm mostly just concerned about preventing the apocalypse, if that makes sense.
And that's it.
Does there need to be something more? He'll look at you a little confused.
There's always something more.
I never thought about that.
Sometimes you just don't want the world to end.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a perception on Ptolemy.
Making an insight check.
Sarah's just like, I'm not buying any
Can
of this.
I also roll an insight check on him right now?
Definitely. Everybody can. Fuck it. Everybody roll insight. Let's see what everybody
son of
thinks.
a bitch.
23.
Oh god, Sarah, that's bad.
So I'm gonna say to you, Sarah, even with the 3, I'm gonna say to you, you get a very earnest sense from this young man. You know, and you also get the sense that he's quite young, too, right? I think the same with Ellida. You get he just has like this happy-go-lucky charm to him that of youth, right? Melu and Brennard, though, I think it's a little bit more than that. With the high insight, with the 20 and the 23 insight checks, I'm gonna say that I think that you recognize that there is like wisdom in his words and also like a single-minded devotion to what he's saying, right? And looking around the room at the amount of books and the amount of things that this individual has, as well as the fact that he has a small coven of kobolds around, you get the sense that there might be something more going on with Ptolemy than he might be letting on initially. But you do get the sense that he is earnest in his intentions, just really young. He's just a young, bright-eyed boy who doesn't really have a lot of perspection.
Well, he seems like a nice enough young lad.
Yeah, he's really nice.
Melu is gonna kind of, in that moment, be like, so you're out here doing research, and you seem to care about these prophecies. Which side do you want to,
I mean,
take over?
I figured it would be like obvious that like I keep saying, prevent the apocalypse, like keep the demons locked up. That would be ideal. I think.
The
but,
dragons.
Right. I mean, sure. But there's some real interesting complications or possibilities if like one of the demon lords gets out and he'll stand up from the table and he's been standing this whole time, sorry. He'll like turn towards the bookshelf and he'll like look up at the top and then he will ascend off the ground and fly up the bookshelf and grab something from one of the top shelves, and he will float back down and he'll like take it over to the table and he'll start like looking it over and he'll be like, yeah, there's some like, I mean, it could end up actually better if one of the demon lords like escapes, but like it would have to be vanquished and then there would be other complications. I don't know, it's real tricky. Overall, keeping the demons locked up is the safest bet.
Okay. All right. I guess this seems fine. Can Melu get any sense that there's any kind of like I don't know how to ask this, like magic in this space going on with him?
I mean, clearly there is, right?
There's got to be something. I feel like there's like an illusion on this person. I don't know why. I've just got a vibe.
You can make me an investigation check.
All right, that's not going to go well, but we'll try.
6?
Yep.
I mean, it looks like just a young boy. Like, you did see him fly just now, and it doesn't look like he cast any magic when he did it. But yeah, he doesn't look magical per se, other than him just literally having flown.
Right.
Like it's not like he was like glowing or anything when he was flying. It was just like he levitated off the ground and then he descended. You didn't see him like cast a spell or anything. He just did it.
Okay. So I'm not like it doesn't like this isn't like trying to figure out if the vibe I'm getting is that he is a wizard and he's just quirky because he's a wizard, or if there's something else going on here.
I'm gonna say, while he is giving off a wizard vibe, you don't notice you're not noticing a component pouch, and you're not noticing any implements nearby either.
Ooh.
No. once he's landed again, Melu is gonna go. So, your little men, or little people, couples,
Mhm.
they gave these to the bandits. Where did you last see the bandits?
Well, the bandits, according to Stripe over there, and he'll point at the kobold with the wings. According to Stripe, he saw them heading back towards their lair. I guess is what it would be called. They've taken up refuge in the observatory on the hillside, and he'll point at the dome structure up on the hill.
They are. Maybe.
Okay.
So are we going? I'll look at the group and be like, so is the plan here that we're gonna go and try and get it back from the bandits?
Well, if the bandits do indeed have it, then yes, we have to get it from them.
Yeah, I think that's our best bet.
Yes. So I feel like we should do that before the trail goes cold.
Yes, we should get moving. Sarah's still just looking at this nice young lad. And despite everything, she still just has like, something don't seem right here.
Oh yeah, he's definitely putting up a weird energy for sure. I would say, like he's young, but also he seems like wise beyond his years. But also he seems very young.
Does he appear human or elven or anything?
Human. He's a young human boy.
A young human boy, specifically boy.
Like,
not
yeah,
a
how
young
old
man,
we talking?
a boy.
Well, he said like a
13,
teenager at the oldest, right?
Yeah, like 13, 14.
What?
Excuse me, Ptolemy.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I mean, that's a little rude. You don't just ask somebody at their age. He like blushes.
Yes, you do.
How old are you then?
You tell me your age, I'll tell you mine.
I'm like 30, so if
I
that
know
helps.
too. I'm 75.
Wait,
You're what?
What?
You look good for 75.
Thank you.
Is that normal for?
I believe so.
Okay. Cool.
Sarah's just staring. Oh no! Sarah is staring at Melu.
What? I thought you knew.
You're a baby.
What? No, I'm not.
hey,
You're
you
not
don't need
even
to go
an
slinging
adult.
names.
No,
I mean,
that
aren't
is
we
a
all babies?
baby. I'm 176.
Yeah, a baby.
Jeez,
You
y'all
look
are making
good.
me feel like a baby.
Normal time for I'm like a normal age to have left home.
Not for an elf or a drow,
Oh, I'm a halfling.
honey.
Okay,
That was
she's
like-
the halfling and I'm confused.
That was like, I'm kidding. I know I'm not a halfling, but I was raised by halflings. 75 is a normal time to leave.
No, you can be a halfling if you want.
I mean, my parents always told me I was a halfling.
Yeah, exactly. You are.
I was just
Elves?
tall and purple.
Elves and drow don't declare themselves adults until they're 100.
Do they?
Yeah,
Well, Melu's a halfling, so.
Melu is not a half. Ellida, shut up.
Well, I didn't know that.
Wait, Ellida, how old are you again?
What?
How,
How old am
are
I?
you?
I'm 30.
Wait, but how old is Ptolemy?
Ptolemy's is like
Well,
he
damn,
looks so
I'm
enraptured in
24.
your
I feel
conversation.
like a baby at this point.
Oh yeah, you're a little baby, Brennard.
How about this? You get the dragon idol back. I'll tell you how old I am, and he'll wink.
No, you'll tell us before.
You're
Why
no
does it
fun.
matter?
Does it really matter how old I am? He'll say.
Yeah, I'm on his side.
It's starting to matter because you're making it such a big thing.
I'm not making it a big thing. You're making it a big thing.
You
How
are.
old
Right,
are
you
these
kind of
little
are making
guys?
it a big thing.
Thank you again. What did you say, Melu?
Didn't say anything.
I think it was
Oh,
me.
Sorry, Rich, what did you say?
Lena's saying, well, how old are all these little guys?
Stripe will chime in and say, I'm 25.
Aw.
You see how easy that is? Why isn't it so easy for you, Ptolemy?
Because you're making me feel uncomfortable with the questions. I mean, I have no problem with it, but it's all right. And he looks a little embarrassed. I'm only 125.
See, he's only 125.
And you're human?
Me.
What? Oh, right. And at which point Ptolemy will polymorph back into a topaz dragon, a young topaz dragon.
I knew it.
And Sarah just looks at him and goes, there it is.
Yeah, that would have been good information to have at the start of this conversation.
Ptolemy will cock his head. Why's that?
So he's a dragon and you're a halfling?
Yeah, I'm a halfling.
Am I a
Melu's
hobgoblin?
not a halfling.
You're a halfling.
Sarah's is just like, no. Melu is not a halfling. Melu was just raised by halflings. And they told Melu that Melu was a halfling.
Okay, well, what if he was raised by humans and was told that he was a human?
He's still not a human.
This is really confusing.
So how did you guys all meet? Like, cool, beautiful, amazing, magnificent dragon and all these little dudes.
Kobolds worship dragons.
That's the one. I was just doing my research, and then these little guys came along, and then they were like, "Ah!" And then I was like, "Okay, I guess. I mean, I could use some like lackeys, I guess, or whatever." At which point, like, and now that Ptolemy is in his draconic form, all the kobolds have like bowed down in reverence to him.
Oh, it's like a little found family.
Ptolemy will shrug in draconic form, which looks a little weird.
Sarah just rubs her temples with just like all these new revelations that have happened. And she's like, okay, all right.
So you look 13 when you're...
Dragon shard.
Yeah, you're right. We should go. Sarah's right.
Okay, great. I guess good luck. I think Stripe, do you want to go with them just in case? And Stripe will like immediately jump up from his bowed form and give a salute to Ptolemy. Ptolemy shifts back to human form in this moment, and he polymorphs back, and he goes, "Okay, great. Good luck." And he'll go back to working at the table.
All
You?
Oh my
Stripe, as the
gosh.
two youngest members of this group, we gotta stick together, and I pick Stripe up.
Hell yeah, he's into it.
Oh my
Melu's like,
gosh.
I guess you are the youngest, Brennard. I hadn't really thought about it.
It's
We
canon
look
now.
about the same age.
Oh my gosh. A topaz dragon.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to come back after this one.
Well, as like we're traveling to the camp, Cera is going to try and recall what she knows about topaz dragons. That would be a history check, correct?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a history check. If y'all want to be just talking about topaz dragons in general, and you wanted like to pool your general knowledge, you can make that check at advantage.
Cool. Let's see what I get.
Yeah, I'll sit there and try and help you recall.
Nice. 23. So with a 23, you know that despite it being pretty common knowledge that there are two types of dragons, chromatic dragons and metallic dragons, there is actually a third type of dragon known as gemstone dragons that come in a variety of flavors, such as topaz. They are... in Eberron, there aren't inherently evil creatures, so the dragons themselves aren't inherently evil, but the gemstone dragons are quite secretive. Not a huge amount is known about them, even in comparison to the general knowledge about dragons, like in general with dragons. That being said, with the 23, I'm gonna say that the bits and pieces that you do know about, that y'all are able to piece together about gemstone dragons, is that usually, like they only really appear and show up and make themselves known during big world events, right? Like the demon wars and such like that. Usually, in stories and stuff, when a gemstone dragon appears, it's usually some form of omen.
Oh.
And just for like general audience knowledge, so I'm sorry if I'm cutting in, Timbo.
No,
because
absolutely.
I'm the resident Eberron expert. Just so also like audience knowledge and like player knowledge, dragons in Eberron are not like dragons in normal D&D games. They really don't ever show up except in stories.
Yep.
So this is probably all of our first time ever seeing a dragon, or even like no one we know would have even ever seen a dragon. Adventuring, you don't see dragons.
Yeah,
Right.
because the dragons are really busy with this whole draconic prophecy bullshit that they've got going on in the background.
Funny enough, also a buff table, some of my friends who have played D&D with me know that I'm the dragon guy. And so after
Every
like
table has
learning, yeah.
Yeah.
But after learning about Eberron, I was like, well, it's time to go learn about dragons in Eberron.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is very interesting.
Yeah, this is. So that could be a sign of something. Bad, right?
It could also be a sign of something good.
I mean,
All
I
right.
don't know if I believe this whole prophecy thing, but these stones were clearly important. We were getting sent after them for a reason.
Why don't you believe in the prophecy, Brennard?
I don't know. I think things happen because you make them happen.
So you think that people that are born with dragon marks just make those happen?
I mean, like, I wasn't born with a dragon mark, but it wasn't a prophecy that got me into House Cannith.
I mean, I was found in the woods, and then a god decided to bestow powers upon me. I didn't really do anything to get any of this.
Well,
Maybe you
You're
should have been
young.
the one betting
You're-
at the casino then. 'Cause
I
you
mean, I
sound
did
pretty
bet.
damn lucky.
you all bet and you all lost. The
Yeah, I
only one that
did.
didn't bet anything was me.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that anymore. Let's keep going.
Oh no, we should talk about this.
Maybe.
What happened?
Sorry,
What?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Ellida,
Just walking ahead.
you know, if you ever need it, I have spells that can help if you're feeling like your magic is, or your emotions and your magic are becoming a little bit too big for your body.
He stops. Wait, you do?
Okay, I don't think now's the time for the birds and the bees talk.
What? What?
Brennard, I don't think
Stares
that
at
means what you
Brennard.
think it means.
That is not the talk I was trying to give her.
I don't. Oh. For the first time, Ellida looks at Brennard and just goes, "Oh, honey."
Ugh. Cera like sighs and just like marches on ahead and she's like, "Come along, children."
Melu's just like, no, but really, I do. If you need it, just ask. I can give you stuff to help with that if you ever need it. You know, it's sometimes people need a little help. A little magic can go a long way.
You know what, Melu? I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Problem.
She just gives them a genuine kind of grateful smile. Keeps going.
Melu
I
looks
love a
kinda
little
trail.
bit. I love a little bit of magic can go a long way. That's a great. tagline. That's so good.
Can be
All right,
helpful.
perfect. And with that, with Stripe still on Brainerd's shoulders, leading the column of about a half dozen or so kobolds, y'all head up the mountain towards the observatory. And
oh, all of them came with us?
I mean, it's about half the squad. There was about a dozen or so kobolds. You got about 6 with you.
Okay.
And with that, I think we're actually going to go to our first break. It's a little early, but this is good, a natural pause. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. So 8:10, 7:10, or sorry, 8:17, 7:17
There we go.
by Central Times. There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, stick around. We'll be right back.
And we are back in.
Welcome back, everybody, to Exploits of the Golden Shadows, Episode 4, Bandit Blues. The party finds itself, has walked the distance up the hillside, and you find yourself on the exterior of the observatory. Despite it being somewhat run down, it does appear to be mostly intact. You can see, like, maybe on the rooftop there are, like, a few cracks in the roof itself, but other than that, it seems to be fairly intact. You do notice, though, up ahead, there are a couple of what appear to be undead guards standing sentry position to the north up here.
Wait,
What would y'all do? What would y'all like to do?
wait, they're undead?
You can clearly tell that from this range that there's the way that they're standing and not moving or breathing, they definitely look undead.
Can I use Eyes of the Grave?
Finally,
Yeah.
it comes in handy.
Okay, so I know the location of any undead within 60 feet if they're not behind total cover. So I just want to see if there are more.
Sure. So, do you move up at all? Because at this range, you don't you wouldn't be able to sense anything.
I'll wait until we're a little further up.
Okay, yeah, I think everybody should be able to control the tokens except for the kobolds. And the way that the kobolds will work in this moment is that the kobolds will, you can use a bonus action on your turn to command the kobolds to do something.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna lead up. So as y'all are pushing forward, the kobolds kind of drop into like a stealthy position behind y'all. And Melu, sending out your Eyes of the Grave, you sense there are 2 undead by the door, standing at either position. You're unable to sense any other undead at this moment, though.
I'm gonna look at the group and go, I have a thing for this. I have a thing that could be really useful right now.
And what is that thing?
I have a thing that will make undead want to walk away from us.
That sounds helpful.
Is there a catch? Is that why you're asking us, or?
Well, no, I just wanted to make sure we were ready to do whatever we're about to do before I do it.
Well, Cera pauses and she goes, we haven't really rested too terribly much. Are you going to be good if this is a bigger conflict than we think it is?
Stripe will like look at the undead and he'll say, the one that the master fears is with them. The one that he was scared of what he might do with the idol. Those are his servants, and he'll point at the undead.
All right. Thank you, Stripe.
Do a little salute.
That's so cute. Sorry.
Is it a demon that he's afraid of?
Just a man, but one that can raise those. And he'll point at the zombies again.
It's like
Then-
a
Um,
necromancer.
Stripe, the man that you saw, did he? And I'll start describing Fancy Man to them.
Stripe will turn his head. He'll knock his head, and he'll be like, "No, they didn't look like that."
Okay, that's good to know.
What did this man look like?
There were 2. There was like a roguish-looking individual, black leathers, you know the look, and the necromancer. He was wearing a black robe with a skull emblazoned on his hood.
So maybe we should let Melu scare off these undead, and then we can deal with the necromancer better once we're inside.
Yeah, sounds like that's gonna be the move.
Stripe will chime in and he'll say, he has a lot of servants sometimes. There's a reason why we gave up the idol, and he'll look a little look a little ashamed again.
Well, yeah, of course there's a lot of people. You wouldn't have given it up if you were able to keep it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
We've handled this stuff before.
He looks reassured.
Well, guess next question is, before we go in, how long is the effects of this going to last, Melu?
1 minute.
It's
So-
plenty of time.
Yeah. Yeah, so if they resist it, we might be a little in trouble. But, I mean, it's probably unlikely that they do.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Okay. I will try and kind of sneak my way up to them
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
hopes that they will not see me. I'm sorry, I'm trying to determine how close to them I have to be. Okay, I have to be within 30 feet of them. So I'm going to try and just slowly work my way up, like, here.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Oh boy.
Aw, Melu.
I'm trying really, really hard. Oh no.
Oh, sweet baby.
So the Melu, you're like trying to sneak uphill during the day. It's a little difficult. And as you are like focused on how is it that Melu casts this?
I hold out my holy symbol and I say a prayer, and I think for like a moment my antlers flash a little bit larger. My eyes flash.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you're like scrambling for your holy symbol when you just kick a loose piece of stone and it goes skittering down the hillside. The zombies look in your direction and they like scream out a noise, but like a sound as you go to cast. Go ahead and post it in the chat. Also, quick question. So you're a 5th level cleric now, right? You didn't multi-class?
I did not multi-class.
So, don't you have the upgraded version of Turn Undead?
I think I do have Destroy Undead. It's not in my
You should.
actions for some reason.
I think you should. I was gonna say like that's a like a high level cleric, like a level 5 cleric ability where you can destroy. I think so, at least.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Let me look at the cleric sheet really quick.
Yeah. I'm literally doing the same.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Yeah, at 5th level, when an undead fails its saving throw against Turn Undead, the creature is instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is at or below a certain threshold.
Yes, okay.
Great.
So, I will... It's not like I'll send it to you. It's not like something I can cast in D&D Beyond. It's just an ability.
Yeah, sure. What's the DC?
DC
15?
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a wisdom saving throw from both the zombies. They both fail and are...
Oh, thank God.
The light radiates off of your antlers and just consumes them, and they are destroyed mid-wail, silencing them.
Oh. That worked better than I thought it was going to. I'll, like, look back at the group, like, look, they're gone!
I'll take it.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, wait, no. I didn't mean to pick up Brennard. I'm sorry.
Cera just looks
Sarah's-
Brennard.
Just up. Sarah's going to move up towards the entrance. And even though the two in front are dead, she is still trying to be sneaky, as she's going to take point and move in.
Yeah,
no.
absolutely. As you close the gap, you notice a door, like a hastily erected door that is shut. Yes, Brennan?
Oh, I was gonna say I can probably send my homunculus in there if we want to kind of scope it out first.
I feel like that's a good idea.
Or we can use we can use surprise. Just kick in the door and just...
I'd like to know what was in there first. Maybe?
Next
Brennard, do your thing. Cera just like gestures at the door.
Oh shoot, you know what? It can't communicate with me though. Never mind. I can talk to it and it understands everything I say, but I can't actually, like, it can't talk and I can't see through its eyes or anything. Damn.
But you could pick the lock on this door.
I could.
We did. I would also, just as a friendly reminder, we did establish that the bird, while it cannot speak, it can do mimicry.
Oh, did we establish that?
Yeah, you had it listen over here a call, and it spoke back to you. That was in the session 0. That if you want to listen to, you can listen to the podcast now.
I totally forgot that. Well, then sure, I'll send it in. So the door is locked?
The door is locked.
Let's get that unlocked.
Okay, great. So, how are you sending the homunculus in, or are you intending on opening the door and sending it in that way?
Yeah, I was gonna try and get the lock unpicked.
Okay.
Oof.
With an 8, unfortunately, the lock appears to be quite simple, but it's still resisting. Wait, do you have proficiency in lockpicks?
I do, but that like is included. Does that give me any extra bonus? 'Cause that was sleight of hand, which I'm also proficient in.
Oh no, it would be expertise if you had double proficiency. No, yeah, it would be the 8 still. Yeah, it's
I always
it's
roll
just
bad on this, even though I have a good jack.
yeah, it's just still stuck.
Hold on, Brennard, do you mind if I give it a go?
Are you just gonna smash it?
Only if this fails.
Go for it.
13? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say with a 13, the lock clicks open.
Woo. All right, so yeah, I will pull out my little bird-like homunculus and kind of have it swoop in there and kind of try to stay as stealthy as possible.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and make me a stealth roll with the homunculus.
And I believe it actually has that as a check on here.
Oh, nice.
Stealth is +2 plus my proficiency bonus, so it has +4.
$13. Okay. 1 second. So with the 13, that's enough to for the homunculi to slip into the room. It again, you can't see through it, but you get the sense that it does like maybe a periphery of the room. It flies around the space before returning to the door. On the space itself, like I'm gonna just say for flavor's sake that like despite like it not being able to communicate with you, it can read the environment a little bit and can create a little bit of a maybe like a representation for you of the space because I think that sounds cool. So you see that there's a large circular interior. You count maybe a dozen or so individuals. The projection isn't sharp enough in detail to be able to pick out individual features, but you do sense that they are centered in like around the center of this circular space. You are also able to pick up a little bit of dialogue from the from that's happening inside, and you're able to pick up 2 voices communicating with each other. They seem to be arguing. One of them is protesting against something happening, some kind of ritual, and the other one is going on and on about how this will clinch their victory in the valley and finally get them access to Ptolemy's library. And you see he seems to be ranting and raving. I'm gonna say that it definitely has a bit of a monologue vibe going on as you're.
I'm gonna tell the group we're looking at about a dozen of them, but I think we got to move fast 'cause I think they're trying to get the show on the road here.
All right.
Cera asks, "What's the grouping like?"
let me go ahead and reveal the area so that way y'all can like this is like the representational projection that the homunculi was able to create for you.
Ooh. Whoa.
Oh wow.
Oof.
Big area.
Oh
Let's
no.
see. All right. Okay.
Oh, and this is just a friendly reminder, as your friendly local neighborhood dungeon master, that somebody got a tiara in the last episode.
That's right. Do not forget about this tiara. Oh, right. Cera, before everybody zonked out during their very short rest, Cera, taking stock of her magical items, she determines that, you know, maybe she doesn't have the best use for this tiara that she picked up. So she had instead passed that on to Melu.
Yes.
Because Melu tends to get put in like dangerous hot spots and maybe could just use a little bit more protection.
Thank you.
Give me just 1 second, chat, or y'all. Sorry, I'm having
Yep.
a little bit of issues with Craig here. Join. Here we go.
Now recording.
Hi, Craig.
All right.
Welcome back, Craig.
Feel free to continue.
So yeah, let's see. Sarah's gonna sneak right on in here. Just let's see.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me a stealth roll.
Yeah.
Are you
Where must she
telling us,
go?
or are you going in solo, or what?
I mean, I'm already in.
Oh my god, Sarah.
I think
Elida's
that
gonna
also,
follow Sarah.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth roll as well. I think that with the reconnaissance, you would have also noted that there are like large slits in the roof that you could probably peer through as well if you were to clamber up the 20 or so some odd feet.
Ooh.
6 and a 3. Okay, what's everybody else doing in this moment? Because this is
I'm
about to
gonna
matter.
grab my
Melu.
crossbow and also head in.
Wait.
Oh.
Melu is gonna look at Brennard and go, "Do you want to be up there?"
Mm,
I know you liked being high before.
I know, it's nice, but also I feel like I don't want to be the only one safe.
Okay, then we'll go in. I can just let me know if you want me to raise you up. I can.
All right. Unless you'd be better up there.
Probably not.
All right.
Okay.
And stealthing in I go.
Stripes coming with,
I'm going after him.
and the kobolds are going to follow in as well. Like their weapons are drawn. They're ready to go.
Oof.
So out of as y'all are entering into this building, Sarah's leading point, and I think what happens is as you're entering into the building, you kind of peer around the corner, and like as you're grabbing something to look around, the building, like this wall here, kind of crumbles slightly and makes a bit of a skittering noise as the stone starts to tumble into place. It's not a very loud noise, but it's loud enough to attract the attention of this individual who's kind of like posted over here. Sarah, I'm going to allow you a reaction to do something in this moment to try to take him out before the alert goes up.
Remember the basics of
Oh.
CQC.
I don't have to remember the basics of, well, okay. So yeah, CQC. Sarah still has her rapier from when she drew it earlier, so she's just immediately going to close the gap, and she's
Stab.
yeah, she's going to do a little stabby stab, which now she gets to attack twice per turn.
Absolutely, go ahead and make both those attack rolls.
Heck yeah.
All right, so that's cool. So the sheet gives me advantage and disadvantage, but it still rolled 2 damage. I guess I'll just hit the macro again. That's fine.
But yeah, a 14 and a 23 will definitely hit for a total of 19 damage. Go ahead and make me a stealth roll as you gut this bandit.
You're asking a lot of me, Timbo.
I know it. Oh, and you're just like the knight as your rapier darts in with blinding speed, stabbing him through twice, and like with the final blow, you shove your blade into the hilt, and you just grab him and pull him back around the corner with you.
Yep.
So you feel like you might have avoided detection just at this moment, but you also look back and you see that there is a large group of people making quite a bit of noise back there. There's a bunch of kobolds. The only one that's seeming pretty quiet actually is Brennard, funnily enough. So you feel like, Cera, and I feel like the rest of you as well, you feel like you probably aren't going to be able to stay in stealth for very much longer. What would y'all like to do?
Well, what Sarah's going to do is she noticed this lovely grouping of people like over here. And so as she looks back and notices that everyone's filing in, this is a little noisy, everything's about to go loud, she's like, all right, well, may as well make it louder. And she's going to cast Shatter.
Okay.
Right on this unfortunate... Wait.
Okay.
I
got
got
you.
for these bandits.
I think that's gonna hit. So that's actually the individual clad in a black robe with the skull hood over his head.
I just want to be sure because I want to say Shatter is point of your choice and then 10-foot radius sphere from that point.
So I would say also as you're moving out, you weren't able really to see it from the perspective at the edge, but you recognize that in this innermost circle there isn't a great dragon shard there, but instead, in the circumference of this circle, instead is this wide sheet of silvery liquid almost. It's very placid and unmoving as they're standing in it. Like even moving, even them like just gesturing and stuff, it's not really doing like rippling the way that it should be. And the
So
reflections
it's
that
this
are
entire circle area.
yeah, like hold on, like this whole circle area right here, like this like inner circle. It's just filled with this weird silvery kind of goo that they're stepping in. And it's not really rippling the way that it should be. And as you're approaching, let's go ahead and everybody roll initiative. We're gonna do a surprise round with Cera acting on their own because they didn't tell anybody what they were doing. So y'all are surprised by her actions too.
Cera!
Why? Why is my initiative so bad every time?
Look, Ellida, you just don't.
No, this is Melu.
No.
I said Cera.
Yeah, you don't get.
So
I'm
give
actually
me
gonna
2
use
seconds.
my
Yeah,
I'm gonna use my inspiration up and reroll that.
absolutely.
Hey.
This is gonna take me a minute to get everybody into the initiative order as well. So
There's so
feel
many
free.
kobolds.
Forgot to click on my ding ding.
Yeah, I forget to click on the token every single time.
But
I'm
it's-
sorry, Timbo.
That is okay. They should have different names. Why are they named that? Ugh. It should be different in their turn order.
What's the deciding factor in two folks
Oh,
rolling the same initiative? Is it Dex modifier?
Yep.
Dex modifier normally, yes. But if you want to, you can choose as well. It's up to you. Normally, if it's like versus like an NPC, then it would be Dex mod. But if it's between two PCs, you can decide if you want. Also, you could just do Dex mod. That's also valid.
Wow, those zombies.
They're real slow.
Those zambonis.
Okay, so let's. Oh, nice! You rerolled the 8 into an 18. Love it.
Yeah, Brennard, would you mind if I go first?
Go for it. You're acting in the surprise anyway, so.
That makes sense. All right, and let me get Cera in there. Oh gosh, what am I doing? I accidentally pulled up the developer console of Roll20. That's not what I want. Okay, here we go. 18. And Ellida, what did you get for your initiative?
11.
11. All right. Perfect. There's a lot of moving parts in this one. I got to get the kobolds into. Oy vey.
Oh, yeah.
Many people here.
So many.
So many. I'm gonna just have the kobolds all go at the same time, despite there being two different flavors of kobolds in the mixer today.
What do the kobolds have for weapons anyway?
Cute little spears.
Okay.
Aw.
Cute little spears.
Stripe appears to have a little hand crossbow.
Look at Stripe. Oh,
Look at him go.
I'm gonna feel terrible if any of these kobolds get hurt.
Same.
Feel so bad if I can't revivify them. I have no way to, but you know.
Protect
I now
kobolds.
feel bad that I would feel indifferent if anything happened to these kobolds.
I just really like kobolds. Like when TikTok was doing that whole goblins versus kobolds thing, I was on Team Kobold.
No, that's completely fair.
Okay. Making sure we got everybody in. I think we're good to go. All right, perfect. So that's going to put us at the top of the round with Cera casting a Shatter. Directed, I think that hits like everybody. Does that hit everybody?
It's
Up here?
on this guy, so like just like everyone in that little circle around him. Yeah, they're all within the 10
Okay.
foot radius.
And that, go ahead and post it in the chat for me.
Yep.
Thank you. Come on. Shatter. Oh, nice. DC con save. Fails. So it fails the save.
And that's 3.
So yeah, 16 points of thunder damage. Oh, nice. You rolled high on that too. And then the zombies need to roll as well. Bop, bop, bop.
It wouldn't be 16 points of thunder damage. I didn't roll damage yet.
Oh, isn't it 3d8?
Yeah, it's 3d8.
Oh, I see it
Right.
as having rolled that. Do you want to use that?
Wait, did it? I don't see
Yeah.
that.
I also don't see that, Timbo.
I don't see it either.
Really?
Yeah.
Under DC above the above the NPC Constitution saving throw. I see DC
Ah.
16 con save, 16 thunder, 60 feet shatter.
No, I just
No.
see. Oh wait, you know what? In dark mode, it's the same color as the box.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
had to
do
switch
that.
it back
Yeah.
to light because of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
That's
dark
nice.
mode is not good. They fucked it.
Yeah. I used
I
dark
was
mode
enjoying it
that
until this
happened.
moment.
Yeah.
Until this exact moment, I was like, yes, dark mode, the best.
No,
Yeah.
they've like
Yeah.
half done it. It's unfortunate.
Okay, 16. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, that's
Okay.
a 7 and an 8, so that's a good roll.
Heck
Yeah, no, that's good.
And all the zombies fail as well, so they all
Bye.
take D18.
Zambonis.
They're still up, but they look very badly damaged from that. Same with the priest. I'm just gonna update all these HPs, and then we're gonna cycle back to the top of the round. And also, I would say, Sarah, now that oh, actually, never mind. Apologies. So that's going to push us back to the top of the round with the kobolds. So the kobolds are going to. Hold on, let me just push all the way through. There we go. So Stripe is going to take to the air, and he is going to fly out 30 feet. He's a kobold of action, and he's going to shoot at the this bandit over to the west.
We love a cobalt of action.
Yeah.
17 hit. We'll hit the bandit, and just like from the air, like a winged Valkyrie, flies Stripe, shooting his little crossbow, and it totally hits and does 4 points of piercing. The kobolds are going to just stand. They're gonna move out towards Cera, and like just flank with her and like give her. They're basically gonna hold their action that if anybody comes close, then they'll throw daggers at them.
Oh.
And then same with these kobolds are gonna like just they're gonna move forward, but they're gonna stay in the back with y'all just to body block for you guys.
Wow.
Okay, great. And that's gonna put us at the top with Cera.
Sarah appreciates these kobolds at her side. However, just like Stripe is a kobold of action, she is a woman of action, and she's already on the move again. And she's going to get in this range and fire off an Eldritch Blast at Mr. Man right here.
Willie, go on and roll the hit.
Yep. Where are you? There you are.
22 will hit for 10 points of damage. Nice. Yeah, and that looks like that hurt pretty badly as it lances into the priest. Nice.
And yeah, that is going to be Sarah's turn.
Excellent. Alrighty. That's going to make it Brennard's turn.
All right. So I am going to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay. It's a bonus action, right?
Yes. And honestly,
Nice.
the biggest reason I'm doing it is because when I cast a first level spell, it recharges my cannon, so I can use that again.
Cool.
Hey.
So as a bonus action, I can now dash for the next 10 minutes up to concentration, and also when I cast a spell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get to move to here. I will build my cannon right here.
Okay. Let me go ahead and throw that token down for you.
All right, thank you very much.
I think I gotta just throw the token into character sheet.
And I'm going with the Force Ballista.
What did you say you were throwing that?
To the left of me.
Left. So like right there?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, anything more?
Alright, so I've taken my bonus, my standard, and then I will move 5. I'm gonna move here.
Okay, great. Excellent. That is gonna make it the zombies' turns. The zombies are all going to move up as a united front, seeing their master be attacked towards Cera. They can't move very fast. They can move 20 feet, but it's enough for some of them. This one will dash. Same with that one. But 2 are able to get up close enough to you, Cera. Actually, this one will end its turn here instead. 2 are close enough to get up to in your face, Cera, and attack you. They go to slam you. 5 to hit won't do anything. 12 to hit?
Nope.
Oh no, 5 again because of disadvantage. So yeah, you're just able to effortlessly dodge the slow ambling attacks of the zombies. That's their turn. It's gonna make it the bandit's turn. This bandit is gonna pull a ranged weapon from its back. It's gonna draw its light crossbow and it's gonna shoot at you as well, Cera. 12 won't hit though, or sorry, 10 won't hit. This bandit over on the right side as well will draw its weapon and shoot at you as well. 17 to hit?
That will hit.
Okay. 3 points of piercing damage as the arrow punctures into your side. I think this bandit over here as well. It's probably wise enough to realize that once you've been tagged, you're probably easier to hit you. So it's gonna move up and it's gonna shoot at you with a crossbow as well. Seeing that you're clearly a large threat. But an 8 will miss. The bolt goes wide. This bandit to the south, though, who was shot at by Stripe, I think it sees Mystrich summon his arcane, or sorry, it sees Brennard summon his arcane turret, and it shoots at Brennard instead. 19 to hit Brennard.
That does hit.
9 points of piercing damage, as I think you're just caught in the back by this nasty bolt. And that is the bandit's turn. That is going to make it Ellida's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna move Ellida. Let's see, how far can I move? Da-da-da. Can I? Wait. Yeah, can I go like right here?
Yeah, you can go like right behind one of those kobolds. Yeah.
Oops. I gotta get the cursor. Okay, here we go.
I think
let me
that might
measure
be
this.
just a little bit too far, but like right here, you're good to go.
Can I see this maid?
Yeah. That
Okay.
yeah, you can see him.
I would like to cast Enemies Abound.
Okay.
It's 120 feet.
Okay. What does that do? Post that. Go ahead and post that.
Reach into the mind of one creature you can see and force it to make an intelligence saving throw. Creature automatically succeeds if it's immune to being frightened. On a failed save, the target loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe.
Okay.
Regarding all creatures it can see as enemies until the spell ends.
Nice. All right, great.
Cera.
So that's gonna be an intelligence save.
Yeah.
What's the DC?
It is. That would just be against mine, right?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like 15.
Oh yeah. I guess I did have it already in there, huh?
Okay, great. Yeah, 15. Meets it, beats it. So he just makes it. He sees
Ooh.
like the
Oh.
you reach into his mind and attempt to inspire fear, but when you do so, you find that there is no fear for you to inspire, and it almost feels like reaching into the mind of a sociopath. Like it's difficult. Like what he fears doesn't make sense.
Oh my god. Okay. Damn it. As a okay. Let me see. As a can I do a bonus action? Am I able to transfer one of my points into slots as a bonus action?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that, and then I guess end.
Perfect. All right, great. That makes it the priestess turn. All right, so the priest, barely hanging on to life, moves forward towards the center of the area, pulling from his bag the dragon idol in one hand, the knife in the other. He goes and with the knife he stabs himself repeatedly, blood spattering the dragon idol and sopping down his front into the mirrored surface below. The blood and the goo and the dragon idol, they all mix together when the goo begins to flex and move, and it sucks in from the exterior edges, converging at the central point. The dragon idol at its core, at its center, blood flowing down from the priest into this concoction as this glowing mass of silvery goo becomes a large column 30 feet tall up into the center of the observatory, and all of y'all see your reflections in it. And it looks normal at first, but then like a funhouse mirror, it begins to warp and twist, and before you realize it, before you even notice, this thing stands in front of you, this silver goo nightmarish creature with a large cannon for a hand and a rapier for another. It has distorted and disturbing antlers growing from its head, and growing out of its back large rainbow opalescent wings, but are wrong and warped and at too many angles, and it screams into the air, a loud and unearthly scream as this thing rises from the goo.
That sounds bad for us.
Yeah.
That sounds real bad.
Order real quick.
It sounds like a Dark Souls boss.
Oh
Put it on the
no.
wrong way. Yeah. Okay, and that's gonna make it immediately its turn. So it is going to, with eyes filled with disformed eyes filled with malice, it is going to turn towards Cera, seeing it like, and you feel the priest itself is laying dead on the ground, but you feel like its malevolence has been converted and changed into this thing. As it moves forward, it steps. It takes to the air. It flies 30 feet towards you, Cera, and stabs down at you with a rapier that looks too much like your own. Does a... Oh, it naturally fails, though. You're just... You recognize the move coming in, and you're able to sidestep it as it plows into the ground, unearthing cobbles underneath your feet as you step aside. It takes its... It stands, and then it takes the cannon that's in its arm and it turns and points it at Brennard. And you get Brennard, you get a feeling that you've never felt before of looking down the barrel of your own cannon as it fires at you. 18 to hit.
That will hit, I believe. Let me just.
Oh my god!
Yes, that hits by 1.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oh,
You take 9 points of necrotic damage.
I'm gonna burn my second level spell slot for shield.
Oh, nice. Don't you also, before you do that, don't you also have a hobgoblin thing?
That's for
face?
my rolls.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. With the shield, the blast is like coming at you, and just in the flick of time, you activate the thing on your wrist, causing it to unveil, and the bolt of necrotic energy blasts into it, and even through it, you can feel the nasty Icarus energy eating at you and leeching it away, but you take no damage. And that's
Glad I prepared that last week.
and that is the aberration's turn. It's going to be Melu's turn.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any AoEs? Because I feel bad for Cera right now.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay.
Well, also speaking of Cera, Sarah's going to yell out, "Don't forget about that thing that I gave you."
Yeah. Okay. Melu, in their panic, is gonna go, oh no, this is much worse than I expected, and they are going to, sorry, I hit something on my desk, activate the tiara that's on their head.
Okay. So the way that actually works is you put the tiara onto the ground. You would know that.
Okay, I'm gonna take it off of my head and put it onto the ground.
Perfect. So, Melu, you've never done this before. This is the first time that you've actually activated, and you placing it, but you have this instinctual knowledge to place it onto the ground. And as you do so, jutting out from the tiara, large spikes of crystal begin to grow out into the ground, and out from it grows a large crystalline earth elemental that is summoned, and it pushes this kobold to the side as it appears.
Oh, sorry.
Like, whoa, well, oh god, well, there's another thing in here too.
It's
We gotta
on
worry
our side.
about.
It's on our side. It's on our side.
Oh, thank God for that. And he'll wipe his think Bahamut for that, and he'll wipe his brow.
Oh man. Why?
So I'm gonna say that Facet is like I believe that the way that the item works is it's just a conjure elemental spell. So I think you need to command it on your turn as a bonus action if I'm correct.
Oh. If I can command it as a bonus action, this is basically just conjure elemental. Let me just look at that spell.
Yeah, it's literally conjure elemental as a item.
Cool.
I'm pulling it up too.
Roll initiative for the elemental, which has
Okay.
its own turns.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, that's actually very nice.
It obeys any verbal commands. No action required by you. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and throw them into the initiative then. And it's just
Cool.
like this beautiful crystalline elemental, like a dark purple quartz almost. Let me go ahead and get Facet in
I
there.
love it.
Do you have access to Facet's character sheet?
I'm not sure.
I think it was on the item description last week.
It is on the item description.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I see. It
Uh-huh.
could be controlled by you, so you should be good to go, Melu.
Cool.
And Facet is in the order at 11.
Awesome. And that was my action, right?
Yes, it would have been your action to activate the crown.
Cool. I'm gonna use a 3rd level spell slot to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, nice.
To try and give Cera a little bit of extra help. Oh, sorry, that probably made it attack. I didn't think about that. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and put it like right here. It's gonna look like a big old axe for this one. Looks like my little hand axe, but like big.
You got it. Let me see if I can find a good looking axe from the lab. Free assets, characters. I mean, this is pretty good. Like right there.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, great. Yeah, excellent. Does it gets a free attack on its first turn, right?
It does. What did
Okay.
it roll when I clicked
Nat
it?
20.
really,
So
really
crits.
Oh, it's crit.
Oh!
Nat 20. Yeah. Yeah.
Heck yeah!
Nice. So the axe just chops into this thing's back, dealing 14 total points of damage to it as you slam into it. It's force damage, right?
I believe so.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and it looks like it looks hurt from that. It doesn't look like it's got any resistance or anything to force damage.
Cool.
Excellent. Alrighty, that's gonna make it the bandit captain's turn. The bandit is going to. I think this one is going to shoot at Melu instead, the captain. Or
Yeah,
is he
that's
within
fair.
range? Yeah, he's gonna move the distance, so he's not at disadvantage. So he's gonna move up just a little bit. He's gonna roll a hit.
I have a question, Timbo. Is the dragon
Yeah.
shard still on the floor over here, or did it like fuse with the creature?
It's like a part of
in-
it now.
Yeah, it's in the
a part of
creature.
it. Mhm. Give me 1 second. Doo-doo. Okay. Does a 18 hit you, Blue?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That does 10 points of
no.
piercing damage as it stabs you.
10?
Oh no,
Yeah.
the baby.
Oh, go okay.
Alrighty, and that is going to make it the kobold's turn. The kobolds are going to. These two are going to move forward and start attacking the guy with their spears. The aberration. This one, Stripe is going to fly. Going to change targets and is going to fly this way and start shooting at it too. These kobolds are going to just try to get in the way, and it's just going to try to body block for you guys. So the first two against the aberrant copy. 2 spear attacks. 6 for the first one, and 11 for the second. Neither will hit as they're stabbing at the goo, but they don't feel like it doesn't seem like they're doing actually any damage as they penetrate it. And then Stripe is going to shoot it at 2 with his hand crossbow after reloading. 25 will hit though for 5 points of piercing damage. He shoots for a little bit of a fleshier section, and he manages to get the bolt to hit something important. That's the kobold's turn. Cera, you have this large aberrant copy of you looming over you. What do you do?
First she's going to take a deep breath, and she's going to look at the aberrant copy, and she is going to cast her Hexblade Curse on it.
Nice.
And then she's just going to. She's gonna attack this guy. Let's be real here.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll the hit. That so aberrant curse 19 or 20 is crit now for you, right?
19 or 20 crit, and also she gets to add her proficiency bonus to her damage against it.
Nice. Yeah. Go ahead and roll the hit. And you have advantage because you have the kobold.
Yep, and then that's also 2 attacks. So
Yes.
Whoa.
A 15 will hit, and a 20 will hit. So is it just rolling damage twice for some reason?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix the macro because I thought that telling it that it was a dual attack would have it roll the attack twice, but it doesn't. It just rolls the damage twice.
I would. Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. So 15 for 16 points of damage and 20 for 14. So that's a total of 30 points of damage as you lance into this thing. It looks hurt from that. It definitely looks bloodied at this point, as you've raked off large portions of its form. Anything more?
Yeah, Sarah's just gonna go ahead and risk the attacks of Bop, and she's just going to move here, then move here.
Okay, so that's
get
going to
away.
be 4 attack of opportunities from the zombie.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
So
2 hit.
2 hit. So 6 points and 2 points of bludgeoning. 8 total points of bludgeoning as the zombies whack you as you move away from them.
Alrighty.
Anything more for Cera?
Nope, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty, that's going to make it Brennard's turn. Brennard.
Okay. So I am going to go. Here. And Timbo, can you see when I make a box?
Yes.
Oh, that hits a kobold. Oh, I can angle it though, not hit the kobold. Perfect.
Wow, that's
Hey.
cool. I didn't know you could angle it.
I
That's
love
sick.
better VTT.
Yeah, it's great.
So I'm gonna hit all of the zombies and the big demony dude with my Thunderburst spell.
Nice.
So Brennard, or sorry, Thunder Wave. So Brennard pounds on his chest, and he's gonna cast this as a 2nd level spell since I only have a 2nd level spell slot left.
Constitution saves. You got it. So con saves from the zombies. 21. So they save, but they would take half, right?
I believe so.
Take half. Yes. And then the copy's going to make the save. It fails, so it's going to take the full.
On big money. I'll take 11.
11. So that's enough, actually enough damage to kill the rest of the zombies.
Okay.
Even at half. And the aberrant copy looks pretty hurt as well, but it is still up and kicking.
All right, and then I am going to use my bonus action to command my cannon to fire.
Okay. And who are you firing at?
The demon-y copy dude.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
24 will definitely hit for
And
10
that's
points of
10 force damage.
Nice, and it pushes it 5 feet.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, great. That is gonna make it Tiara's turn.
Also, technically,
sorry.
he because of Thunder Wave, he also got pushed. So he's actually like up here. So he would have gotten pushed 10 feet by Thunder Wave.
Oh, you're right. All right, perfect.
Perfect.
So that's gonna make it Tiara's turn. Tiara looks to you, Melu, for instruction.
Melu is just gonna look at Tiara and go, "Get the big thing."
It will nod and it will move forward.
Yes. So
And it will just go ahead and swing. You can go and roll the hit with Facet.
yeah. What do I click? There we go.
Nice.
Yes! Oh my god, why am I rolling so well tonight? right
Nice.
now?
And a
Oh, it's 'cause this
Yay.
fight's big. We need
Also, it makes 2 slam attacks.
Yeah.
The second
Yeah.
one doesn't hit.
The first one definitely hits, so go and roll damage.
How do I roll damage on here?
Oh. Same way that you would do it for your own attack rolls, you would just click the button slam instead. Or attack. I think both would work. over in the roll window, like
yeah,
how you would
in
roll.
the dice roller.
I don't. I've been using D&D Beyond this whole time, guys.
Oh, right.
I wonder if it looks
Over in the right hand side where all the rolls are showing up, you'll notice that if you hover over the text that says slam or the text that says attack, it changes color and becomes like a clickable. You can click that and it will roll damage. There you go, perfect. 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah, as it slams into it, it looks like it hurt. It hurt quite a bit from that blow. It's still up though. Anything? I think that's the end of Tiara's turn.
That is the end of Tiara's turn.
All the zombies are dead. So that's gonna make it. Oh wait, no. There are 2 zombies left, but they're basically so far outside of the battle that they're not gonna be able to do anything. So I'm just gonna move them up, but they're basically a non-threat right now, if I had to say. So that's gonna make it the bandits' turns. The bandits are going to all focus, I think, on. They're gonna move forward, and they're gonna also try. These 2 are gonna, or this one's gonna move up this close, and it's gonna shoot at Melu. First to hit.
First of all, stop trying to shoot at the baby.
11 to hit Melu.
Don't think that hits.
Okay.
Thank God. No, it does not.
This bandit is gonna move up a little bit further, and it's gonna shoot at Cera. 14 to hit? Oh, 9 to hit.
Nope.
No, that won't do it. This one is going to move closer as well, but this one is going to shoot at, this one's going to shoot at Cera too. Close the distance a little bit. 9 won't do it again. And okay, one more bandit over here. He's just going to move within range. And I think this one is going to go at, this one's going to shoot at Brennard.
All right.
Seven won't hit.
Correct. I'm good.
The bandits, I think, are a little freaked out about what's going on with the amalgam. That's going to make it Ellida's turn.
Okay, am I able to see the big guy from where I am, or do I need to move?
No, you can see
big.
him. That's
what I thought.
He's a chomp.
I don't want to make sure.
Yeah, the like
Chunky
tallest
boy.
thing in the I guess the elemental is probably as tall, but like you got a clear line right here.
Yeah. They're the 2 biggest things in this room. You can definitely see them.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that one wasn't hiding the other. Okay, so I'm fine. I guess I don't even need to. I'm gonna do Chaos Bolt at the big guy.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a level 2.
A 25 is definitely going to hit. For... It looks like you surge, though. So for 6 total points of damage, but the bolt bounces. I think there's another target, too. So go ahead and roll another to hit with the Chaos
Okay.
Bolt.
This dude's literally in range.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I just do it again. At level 2.
Yes.
Okay.
But a 10 will miss as he just manages to duck to the side as it goes wide. Anything more for Ellida?
I'm going to. Let me see.
Do you just as a friendly neighborhood dungeon master, do you have perchance have a magic item that might have come into play in this moment if you cast this first level spell or something like that? If I vaguely remember.
The magic items I forgot about. Hold on a second.
You have they're both clickable on the if you go to the second tab of Roll20, the Astral Shard and the Feywild Shard.
Oh, but it doesn't look like they necessarily have any impact in this moment.
Yeah. Or
Tell me
wait, the cloak. Where is it?
Are you
Oh,
wearing
sure.
it?
So that I would assume that the cloak would have been in the bag with the rest of the stuff.
Oh,
Wait, does
yeah,
it have an
eventually.
active power?
It doesn't have an active power. It's a reaction to invoke disadvantage.
Oh. What about you can command the kobolds? Maybe you can have them
Sure.
focus on the bandits while we focus on the big dude.
Oh, I can command the kobolds.
Any of us can. Bonus action.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have them focus on the big dude.
No, focus on the bandits.
Bandit.
Focus on the little
Why?
dudes.
I'm
Focus
trying.
on the ads.
I'm trying to get me place on.
Ellida, immediately die for me, all of you.
She was the villain all along. No.
Die for me is a great spell.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the bandits. Go for the bandits. And then, fuck. What else are they gonna do? Okay, I was gonna do. I want to. I want to use a bonus action to take my.
So, commanding the kobolds is a bonus action.
Ah, never mind. Okay, no, that's it.
Okay. All right, you got it. That is going to make it the aberrant copy's turn. So the copy is going to take to the sky and is going to fly right about there. It's going to take an attack of opportunity from the kobold as it leaves its space.
The elemental, does it take an attack of opportunity from them?
No, it flies like
still in its
directly.
face.
Yeah, it flies like directly over it. So,
Okay.
but it fails. At which point the copy is going to let out like a disgusting and vile eldritch word which will leap out of it, and everybody in a 30-foot radius surrounding it is going to need to make a saving throw. So everybody, if you get caught in that field, you're going to need to make a save.
Can I cast Counterspell?
It's like it's not casting a spell. It's like this is like an innate feature, if that makes sense.
Eat bastard.
And, sorry, where is the radius of this?
Can you see the yellow? Oh no, you can't.
No.
Hold on.
What's the save?
Wisdom!
It's gonna be a wisdom save. I know it is, but
It's a DC 13
Oh, I'm in
wisdom.
it, damn it!
Yeah, if you're within 30 feet of it.
I ain't got no wisdom.
Oh,
I'm a
boy.
himbo.
Okay.
Let's go!
Alrighty.
thank God.
So everybody, if you saved, you take half. So 4 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise,
okay.
you take the full 8.
Wait, what kind of damage?
Necrotic.
Necrotic.
Well, here's the thing. I have resistance to necrotic damage.
So you would only take the 4 then.
Okay. Oh, what?
Kobold-
Sorry. What do we decide about the temporary hit points from before? Is
Those
that
are gone.
Okay.
Those would be.
Whoops. Right.
And the kobolds fail to save. That is too much for these little kobold. For most of the kobolds in the group, and they just all pass out.
No.
They pass out. They're not dead.
Okay, they're unconscious.
They look like they're not having a good time though. They look very sickly on the ground.
Oh boy.
And as you feel the energy like leaving your body, and it almost it's getting like absorbed into this thing, and you see it almost like regenerate as this occurs.
I just realized my cannon would have to save too.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make the save with the cannon.
It has to make a wisdom save?
The cannon has wisdom?
The cannon has health and damage, that's why. So, it has a +0 to everything. So it's just.
Oh, and Tiara, Facet needs to make it as well.
Oh, facet.
No,
okay.
not Facet!
So it's taking 8 damage, and it has. Okay, it has 25 HP, so that's fine.
Shout out to Facet.
Yeah, facet is doing wonderfully. Facet took 4 damage.
Okay, nice.
don't
But
know
yeah,
how to
it
do
almost
that.
seems like it inhales like the strength from you all as it does the scream.
How high in the air is this thing, by the way?
It's about 10 feet off the ground at this point as it's doing this scream.
Son of a bitch.
Melu, it's your turn.
Melu is going to I'm so slim on spell slots. Okay, hold on, sorry. Let me read something really, really quick, and then I'll...
Yeah, Brennard's officially out of spell slots, so... The best shield was definitely worth it.
No, there's no way I can do that. Okay, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Would you mind posting Spirit Guardians?
Yes.
Also, what's the deal with your spirit weapon?
I'm gonna deal with that in a second.
Oh, okay.
That's my bonus action. I'm just doing my Spirit Guardians first.
Oh, sweet.
So,
Oh, that didn't post the description, I'm sorry. So
Alright.
it's a, so within 15 feet of me,
okay.
there are a swarm of bees, because that's what I decided this looks like for Melu, that is protecting them.
Nice.
So everything within 15 feet of me that I decide is an enemy, I believe, is going to take... When it enters the area for the first time on a turn, or it starts its turn there,
Well, that's
it
right
must
now.
make a wisdom... Yeah, so it must make a wisdom saving throw. And then, otherwise it'll take 3d8 damage. My
What's the DC?
spells... 16? Because it's my
Fail.
spell save DC.
It failed,
Okay,
so it's
cool.
going to take a full 3d8. Go on and roll
Oh,
damage.
radiant damage.
Of radiant damage. That's important.
Yes, I specifically chose radiant damage. Is this rolling?
There.
10. Okay, cool.
Great.
So it takes 10 damage.
And the light that illuminates of you, these bees, it seems like the light from them, as it's penetrating into this creature, it seems like it's taking a little more damage from it, like it's like literally shaving it away as your bees cut into it. And
They're all stinging it.
Yeah, and all the HP that it seems that it has drawn, it looks much weaker now. Anything more for Melu?
I'm going to move my spiritual weapon towards it. I can't move my spiritual weapon, but I'm just going to hit it with my spiritual weapon.
Yeah, let me go ahead and give you control of that.
Because
yeah,
I just can. Also,
yeah, go ahead and roll the hit. An 11 though, unfortunately, will not hit. It just steps to the side, like it misses, like it creates like a almost like cartoon style a hole in it where it would go, where the blade would strike. Anything more?
I'm gonna move up just a tiny bit to make this like worse for him.
Okay, nice. I love it. All right, that is gonna make it the Bandit Captain's turn. The Bandit Captain is gonna move up on Mystrich, seeing the vulnerability, and is going to draw weapons and swing with his scimitars. If I can just get the thing open. Here it is. He gets 2 attacks with the scimitar.
The
Hey, man, that's not
18 hits,
cool.
but the 14 misses.
6 points of slashing damage as it cuts into you.
Okay.
But that's his turn. And that's
Hang
going to
in
make it the
there,
kobold's turn. What did you say?
I said, hang in there, Brennard.
I'm trying!
Kobolds are going to make a death save. Take 4.
We love these little dudes.
Incredible. They all start to rouse.
We stand these little dudes.
They're just little dudes. They're just doing their best.
They're all on the ground. It's the end of their turn, but they're not dead. They seem to be conscious on the ground. You see Stripe's wings flap weakly on the ground as he regains consciousness. That is going to make it Cera's turn.
Can I roll an acrobatics check to see if I can get just 5 feet off the air to get within striking range of this motherfucker?
I'm going to say, what's your strength score, Sarah?
It's a 14.
You can, from a stand, you can jump high enough to stab at the guy.
Swag. All right. Get fucked, buddy.
Oh, 26? A 27? Go ahead and describe your kill.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Cera just leaps into the air, desperate to end this conflict, and she rears back with her rapier. And normally she would pierce at it, but she just does a series of slashes that just dig into it, and like even just possibly even like catches the dragon shard inside of it and just like removes it from its body.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, surgical in nature.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Yeah. You like, I almost feel like you jump from the stand into the air, and like the creature is like silhouetted behind like a crack in the observatory, and you're just able, like, it's been so damaged, you're able to see through it enough that you can make out the shape of the dragon idol inside of it, and just with 2 quick prods, splam, blam, you cut it free. It falls safely into your hands, and the creature screams in anguish as it completely falls apart and becomes this viscous silvery goo on
Also,
the
good
ground.
news. Thanks for killing this thing. I now get 10 hit points back.
Oh, nice. You hexed it. That's right.
Awesome. And with that, we're actually out of combat. All the bandits with their big nasty creature defeated. They all drop their weapons and put their hands up in a surrender.
Oh, thank God.
Brainerd's still
Cera
gonna
is
punch
going
the
to-
dude who just stabbed him.
Absolutely. And he won't respond if you cold cock him.
Oh, good.
Sarah's going to scoop up the dragon idol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Melu is gonna go and give Facet a fist bump.
Facet returns the fist bump. And
Brennard
looks a little
to-
happy maybe that it's being treated with respect.
Brennard's gonna
Good
offer
job,
up
buddy.
the bag of holding to Cera to put the dragon shard in there.
Yeah, she 100% deposits it into the bag of holding. She gives Facet just like an appreciative tap on, I don't know, like their thigh, considering they're a large creature. And she's going to make her way over to the bandit leader.
The bandit leader is rubbing his jaw where Brainard just cold cocked him, but his hands are still up. His weapons are on the ground. He's taken both of his scimitars, dropped them. He's taken the dagger out of his belt, his bow. It's all just scattered on the ground, kicked away from him. His hands are up, and he goes, "I didn't want anything to do with this mess. I was looped in by that absolutely out of his mind bastard over there." And he'll gesture to the priest, the dead priest's body, and he'll say, "I had nothing. I didn't want anything to do with this. It was just a gig with him dead. We have no boss." So,
And what was he planning?
I mean, I think you saw it.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, it was pretty showy. I guess the guy was always really weird. He paid well, but like, what can you say? And he'll shrug.
Had you seen him activate something like that before?
Oh God, no! If I had seen that happen before, I probably wouldn't have been hanging around with my boys. And he'll gesture to the other bandits, who all look a little shaken by what they've seen. But money's money.
I'm gonna
And
check in
where
on our
you guys-
old friends, by the way.
Yeah, I was
You
thinking the
should.
same thing.
Yeah, they
And-
look hurt. They look shaken. Their noses are bleeding. One of them retches in the corner, but they're all alive.
Oh,
Maybe just barely.
I can
Sarah's
do
like,
nothing
so
for them.
where you all got this this idol from? You didn't see anyone else around?
I mean, we saw those little bastards, and he'll point at the kobolds.
Don't
They
call
were
them
known
that.
for it.
Hey,
those lovely little
watch your
chappies.
yeah, that's what I thought.
All we saw was them with it. We were, an airship crashes in the forest. That seems like pretty good loot, right? But these little bastards beat us to. I mean, lovely chappies beat us to it, and but we were able to lift it off of them. We didn't see anybody else. It was odd. There weren't really any bodies around the crash site.
Sarah's going to choose to believe him, and she just tells him and the other bandits to get the hell out of here.
And they will. That at your motion, they will all fucking book it out the northernmost exit.
One more thing.
Wait, shouldn't we ask to see if they saw Fancy Man?
They didn't see any bodies.
Okay.
Which is another reason I'm curious why the hell they abandoned the shard. Do you know how much work it would have been just to get an airship strong enough to bust open a vault door? I mean, look what we had to do to get in there. And Brennard is absolutely still like, he has nothing for these kobolds, but he is there for emotional support for them. He is petting two of them.
Melu is trying to like do their darndest without using. How many of the kobolds are hurt right now?
They're all hurt. They're all at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
How much could one healing hand do?
Oh wait, you have one healing hand?
Yeah.
If you one healing hand, I can healing word the rest of them.
No, wait,
Okay.
look what's happening.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
So, while all of y'all are talking to, just talking and trying to figure things out, Cera is just going to quietly cast, Prayer of Healing, and she is going to heal our 6 Cobalt buddies.
Okay,
Nice.
thanks, Sarah.
And what does that look like?
It looks like Cera very briefly being surrounded by a magic aura that is very unlike her usual, and just in a flash, our little guys, our little dudes are gonna feel 12 hit points better.
Wow.
That doesn't just heal them, that heals them past their maximum. So like the color immediately returns to all their little lizardy faces. The one wipes the sick from his brow and he goes, "Man, I feel great now. I don't know why I was just throwing up. Everything's Did one of you do that?" And he'll point over to the group at large and be like, Is that one of you?"
It wasn't me. I'll look at
I'm
Ellida.
out of everything.
Ellida. Well, Sarah made a show of it, right? A little bit of a show of it. Like
She
you can
made
tell it
as
came from
little
her.
she made as little of a show of it as possible.
Sorry, what I mean to say is that there's a visible,
Yeah.
There is, if you're
like, so if Ellida was looking her direction, then she could have seen that it was Sarah.
I would say
Yes.
so.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like I don't know. Yeah.
Can I
mean-
just interject real quick? Can y'all
Yeah.
have just a brief little character moment while I go use the facilities, the little wizard's room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Thank
got
you.
it.
I
That
appreciate it.
character
I'll be
moment.
right back.
I mean, like I said, if you're all worried about the kobolds, then you may not have
I
noticed.
mean,
Cera
we just
cast
saw them
the
all
spell.
get healed, so I think all of us probably noticed.
Yeah, we
Have
all
you-
noticed them get healed.
You notice them get
Melu-
healed. You have no clue where it came from.
Yeah,
Have you
Melu
Sarah
looks at
then?
Ellida first because Ellida, they know that Ellida has healing as well. So
She
They'll be
shakes
like-
their head. They not. No, that had to be Sarah. Looks over
Makes
to
you think it
Sarah.
was me.
yeah,
If it wasn't us,
it could. If it wasn't either of us,
Yeah, I've got healing, but not right now.
And
Yeah, I
when
don't
have
think-
you ever seen me heal anything?
yeah, but you're
Exactly.
not denying it, Sarah. Ellida squints at Sarah. You're not denying.
can I make an insight check on you?
Would you like me to make a deception check? I can.
Yeah, if you want to whisper it or whatever, you can. I don't mind.
Although we would have to wait for our wonderful GM to get
Right,
back.
right. Okay, hold on. Let me. 13. Oh, come on. I feel like whatever you roll for deception is going to be higher.
The leader, roll it.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
What's the
The
worst that can
pressure's on
happen?
you.
I mean, Elida's probably gonna get it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Elida meets it.
Yep.
Ooh.
meets beats.
Meets and beats. Yeah, Elida's just like, just kind of grins. Kind of like SpongeBob at Squidward. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
Sarah's just like, Sarah gives Ellida a look that really just says, "You're still on thin ice with me."
Then she just kind of like, oh.
Melu's looking between the two of you, like, wait, what's happening? I don't understand.
We need to get back to Ptolemy. Please pick Facet back up.
Facet? Oh, I mean, Facet's walking around, I believe.
Yes, you can just make Facet a tiara again.
Oh, but she's so nice like this.
She's lovely. However,
All right.
actually, Facet, do you have a gender?
I return. Facet will shrug.
Facet, no.
Fair enough.
Are you okay with she? Is she okay, Facet?
Facet will give a thumbs up.
Okay.
Okay, cool. She for Facet.
She for Facet. Now that Timbo is back, I do want to check out this other little area really quick that's in here that's still black.
In fact, as y'all are having
I'm gonna bring Facet with me though.
yeah, as y'all are discussing and chatting and having this character moment, coming through the doorway that y'all entered through, y'all find Ptolemy. He arrives on the scene, and all the kobolds again drop into a bow. He's in his draconic form in this case. And he's like moving.
Oh.
And Melu, as you open the door, it appears to be a library. And Ptolemy, as he enters into the scene, he'll say, "Oh, thank goodness! I'm so glad that y'all were successful. I was a little nervous there. I had a little bit of a feeling that they were doing something bad up here. So I'm glad y'all were able to take this place back. Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting to get in this place and those idiots to leave?" And he'll just like immediately beeline over to the library and start taking a look-see.
And while that's going on, I would like to look over the necromancer's body and see if he has anything on him.
Sure, go on and make me an investigation check.
Sure. There we go. Ugh.
10. I think that
That said, I also have my wand of detect magic, so
okay. I'm gonna say with the 10, are you using the wand as well?
yes.
I'm gonna say that it appears that he has like a he had a rod with him, and he also had a scroll that like were like tucked into his body that you're able to grab. Both of them resonate with magic.
Okay. And do I find anything else on him that's like also like anything that gives a clue as to what he might have been like wanting or how he knew about the dragon shard?
Sure. I'm gonna say that you find also maybe like a little like looking through his bag, you find like a little like loose leaf notebook of his that like could have been maybe initially a prayer book, but the prayers in it look weird. The ones that you're maybe not familiar with, and as you're looking at it, it looks like it goes kind of from being a Bible to like handwritten words, and you can see that this person is clearly an individual who is obsessed with power, right, of any nature, either divine, arcane, whatever. He was power hungry. And then like one of the latest entries in the journal is dated today, and it talks about how as luck would have it, he happened to the final piece of the puzzle that he didn't even realize he needed, like landed in his lap, and the ritual was going to go through today, and hopefully he was going to be able to ascend, and that's the word that he uses.
All right.
Oh.
Well, that's concerning.
Yeah, I'm
Good
definitely
night.
gonna give that to either Ellida or Melu for like a deeper read for the more religiously minded, and I'll probably take the rod and scroll to identify later.
Sure.
Melu wants to investigate the library.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead
Sarah
and make
will
me.
also investigate said library.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make me. One of you make me an investigation check at advantage as y'all are looking around. Okay.
Oh.
Oh no, that's fine.
Wait, hold on. Let me just see what I get.
18. Okay.
Maybe let Sarah.
I'm gonna say that this library looks a lot like Ptolemy's library. Actually, you see like lots of bound vellum volumes, on the shelves. They look kind of dusty, like maybe the bandits weren't super interested in this room and they kind of were left alone. And Ptolemy is kind of already poring over several texts and stuff. And you see, it appears like a lot of this stuff is directly related to the Draconic prophecy.
Oh, okay. I'll turn Facet back into a tiara now.
Okay.
Let her be a tiara again.
Facet will fall to one knee and sink into the ground until only the tiara remains as you pick it up.
I'll put that back on my head.
Perfect.
Useful.
Ptolemy,
Yeah.
Ptolemy looking at the looking around, he'll say, "Oh, did you manage to get the idol?"
We did.
We did.
Okay, interesting. This is gonna require a level of trust, but would you mind if you let me see it?
You're right. That does require a level of trust.
I think I've earned it at this point. I mean, I've been on the level with y'all. I told y'all I was a dragon too.
After much prodding.
Well, I mean, it's like a little sensitive. I'm not like, and he looks a little shy.
I've got a proposal. How about you give us a day to think this over?
Okay. I mean, that's fair. It should be pretty quick. But okay.
Yeah, listen, you and Brennard like points to how he is like blood is like probably half pouring down his face, and he's like, "We need a night."
Yeah, Mel was like, come here, Brennard.
Cera looks at Ptolemy and she goes, "What do you want to see the idol for?"
There's a section of this facility that should be able to hopefully shed some light on what the purpose of the idol is.
And you need to see it in order to identify that?
We need to put it into the section of the facility.
Sarah, and say, well, will you let us put it in there?
Okay, that sounds fair. He'll nod.
And they'll look
Brennard?
back at Sarah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Can I do something really fast?
Yeah, what's up?
I probably should have done it before the conversation, but
Oh,
is there
what's up?
still goo on the ground?
Yeah, sure.
Can I check it out?
Yeah, what are you trying to discern of the goo?
I don't know, just more about because it's like a weird ass. I don't know.
It's a
like,
weird goo.
Yeah, I
It's a
don't
weird
mind
goo.
helping with that either, since I have like magical
Yeah.
knowledge.
And I think what Ellida is like noticing too, like just noticed, is also like the fact that it was able to mimic them, like all these different aspects of each of them.
So I actually have a question then. Is the goo still in this circle at all, or is it only like where this thing collapsed?
The latter. It's where it collapsed. All the
Okay.
goo got stuck out of the circle and became the thing's form. Yeah, go ahead and make me an Arcana check with advantage because Brennard is helping you out.
Okay. Oh my god.
5.
Brennard,
gonna
please
say
roll that
that-
Arcana check.
I know, can I? Because I have +7.
Okay, that's fair to me. I think
You're like,
that's
can I do a
fair.
religion check on the goo, please?
So with the 25, with the advantage from the Arcana, I'm gonna say that Brennard, this stuff to you, it definitely appears to be some form of spell component. Probably a pretty heavy duty one. You've never encountered a substance such as this before, but I think that you would have maybe heard about it in like some of the upper ranks of artificery. This is a forbidden spell component called Soul Silver. And it's like the
Oh.
production of it is illegal because it requires like human sacrifice in order to generate it.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Do I have an idea of like kind of what it does with magic?
Yeah, normally it can be used for a lot of different things, but one of the main things that's used for is a catalyst.
Okay. Can I take like a jar of this?
Sure, it's kind of diffused at this point, so it's not super potent anymore, but you might be able to refine it back down to like a small usable amount.
Yeah, or the other thing I was thinking, like with the Xanathar's crafting rules, if you defeat a sufficiently high CR creature, it can kind of like be used as a component for magic items.
Sure, I'd allow that.
Okay.
The creature itself is a homebrewed monster that I came up with, so I don't have an exact CR for it, but I think
Yeah.
I think it's allowed. I think that's
Yeah.
fine. I like
Boy. All right, yeah, that's all I wanted to do. So thanks.
All right, so yeah, I'll explain to Ellida that it's like a material that's used for spell components. It catalyzes magic, and it's made with human sacrifice.
Oh, so it's like black magic.
Yeah, and I'll hand her the holy text that he started making crazy notes in, and just be like, "Guy was losing it. Take a look at this."
Ooh. Yeah, it's just gonna.
Yeah, make me a religion check, Ellida.
Okay, a religion check.
Tradesies, I'll identify the goo. You can identify this
Thanks.
book.
Thanks, bud.
15. I'm gonna say that you don't recognize this religion, but the way that it's written, it feels old to you. Like it feels like this is definitely like a reprinted version of some old Bible or some old religious text or manuscript. But you can't place the religion itself. But it doesn't seem right to you. Like it seems like it was not worshiping the positive gods, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna relay that information back to Brennard, and probably keep it so I can study more of it later if possible. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are more
Yeah.
than welcome to keep that.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and mark down Blasphemous Bible in your inventory.
Hell yeah.
Blasphemous
Blasphemous. What?
And Brennard, go ahead and mark down depleted soul silver in jar of depleted soul silver in yours. So Ptolemy will, in having this conversation with Cera and Melu, he'll say, yeah, I just needed to do just a moment just to make sure of research, just to confirm that this facility has it, and it does. So follow me, and he'll lead you on over to this section of the room that's labeled Cosmic Mosaic.
Cosmic mosaic.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. I was like, where
Yes,
is
thank
that?
you so much.
Yes.
How do I make myself not glowy?
Oh, I got you. As the bees fade.
Yeah. The bees are definitely gone.
Bees.
Bees.
Who's just
Um,
walking around in a swarm of bees.
Bees. Yeah, they're not hurting anyone. Now they're just vibing.
Trying to talk
Yeah,
to
they're
Melu.
fine.
It's like, I can't hear you over the bees.
The bees are just chilling.
This section of the room y'all had been passed over by y'all as during the battle, but it's a kind of a little bit of a funny section. In the very middle is a large pedestal. Above it is a large, like almost crystalline contraption pointed directly at the pedestal. There are multiple facets of these large, like mirrored crystal pointing directly at it. And Ptolemy goes, "Just put the idol on the dew. Hit it on that pedestal there, and it should. I need to do one more thing, but just put it on the pedestal."
Brennard, let me see the dragon shard.
Are you sure you don't want us to give it a day to think about first? I'd rather be well rested and ready to go.
There's not going to be a monster that's going to attack or anything. It's just going to give us some information. Do you rest up before reading a book? Ptolemy kind of rolls his eyes.
I'm not gonna read a book when I'm bleeding out my everything.
Oh, I mean, that's a
Healed
good.
you.
You
I'm
want a
trying to
healing
buy us
hand,
time,
Brainerd?
everyone.
Can I cast healing hand on Brennard, please?
You
I'm a
absolutely
little
can.
bit better, but I still think we should take a long rest before.
Cera is going to say, "There's no time like the present. We may as well." And
Okay, Brennard will
Yeah.
reach into the bag of holding then.
Yeah, I trust Ptolemy's judgment on this one.
I'm still gonna
Yeah.
heal Brennard. I'm still gonna do it. So you're
it.
gonna get five
Got it.
hit points.
Woo.
Nice.
You gotta touch him on the head.
Don't worry.
well, all right.
Like, should have had a V8 kind of.
Incredible.
Amazing. So the dragon idol comes down onto the middle of the pedestal. Ptolemy will move up. It's a little bit taller than him, so he'll kind of like step up, floating off the ground. He's in his human form now. He's shifted back from his draconic form to his human form, and he will take out of his bag. He will take a dagger and he will slit his hand, and he will hold the blood over the top of the dragon idol, which will drip slowly down onto it. The blood will flow down off the dragon idol and pool at a slight recess at the bottom of the pedestal, at which point above the crystals will start to begin to glow with an arcane energy and start to spin, when suddenly from the largest crystal in the center, pointed directly at the idol, the like a beam of energy shoots down onto it, and as the energy like lances down into the idol, almost like a prism, arcing out from it onto the wall to your direct to the northwest, which had been blank, it begins to carve it into the wall. And it starts off slow at first, a little bit like a printer, but then it speeds up, and before you know it, in a matter of minutes, the wall has been carved, and in the wall you see a new depiction. The carving it's got a few panels to it. The first panel is like obviously a large like demonic figure with a huge demon with like army of smaller demons, and on one side, and then on the other side is a large dragon, or three dragons. You can clearly see that they're a chromatic, metallic, and a gemstone dragon, and they have like a horde of dragonborn soldiers and other smaller dragons that are fighting underneath them, and they appear to be clashing. The next panel shows the dragons have seemingly captured one of these large demons, and each of the dragons is performing a ritual around this large demonic figure, with each of the three different dragon idols appearing in the image as well at different points, sealing in the demonic figure. The next panel, though, is quite a bit different. It shows the three dragon idols almost collected. There's an individual, a humanoid individual with their face shadowy, but you can see carved into the stone a large aberrant dragon mark is taking up a good percentage of this individual's form, and they're just like tipping onto the third platform, and completing the set of the three dragon idols, and in that moment the demon is bursting out of its cage, out of its ritual circle, and wreaking havoc on the landscape, and that's what you'll see.
So the person with the big aberrant mark looks like Fancy Man, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So, is this something that we can prevent from happening?
Ptolemy will like stroke his chin like he's deep in thought, and he'll say, "It's hard to tell. The draconic prophecy is tricky. Sometimes trying to prevent it causes it to happen, and sometimes doing nothing also causes it to happen. It's hard to tell." And he'll think.
Well, if we have one of the dragon shards, then he can't complete the ritual, right?
That's
Right.
a good point. That's a good point.
But also, we need to get this back to headquarters as soon as possible.
Agreed.
He's headed us off at almost every pass before. There's nothing saying that he won't get to us again.
Yeah, he's found us pretty easily too, and we're still not sure how.
So wait, I'm sorry. Y'all have said that you met this individual, and he'll point at the aberrant dragon mark person.
Yeah.
He was
Yes.
crashed that ship.
He's the one that crashed in that other airship.
That's why I'm still not sure why he wouldn't.
Abandoned.
Yeah, why would he abandon this?
maybe to avoid the crash. You know how he made those doors out of nowhere, and that's how he'd leave.
Cera thinks for a second, and she goes, "Ptolemy, can you please grab the dragon shard for me?"
Oh yeah, here you go. And he'll Ptolemy, the energy has wore down at this point. The light show has stopped. Ptolemy will grab it and say, "Sorry, it's a little messy now."
It.
What does that
that's
mean?
fine.
I mean, it's got
Blood.
my blood on it. He'll say a little sheepishly.
Oh,
That's fine. And Cera hurriedly gets it back into Brennard's bag of holding.
agreed.
Can I also just kind of take? Well, I guess that I don't think it would work if it wasn't the real deal. But like, can I check if there's been any sort of like modifications or any changes to it that I can see?
Sure, give me an investigation check. 15. In this moment, other than being slightly bloody, it looks the same as you saw it initially when you investigated it in the
Vault.
in the casino. Mhm.
Okay. And yeah, he'll kind of rub it off a little bit with his arm and then put it into the bag of holding.
Yeah.
This doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
Like
Whoa.
I said, those were the best defenses in Sharn, and he was willing to blow up a tower to rob it. That's why, I don't know. Something's missing here.
My worst feeling is we may have done all the work for him.
I'm concerned with that too.
We need to get back to the airship.
Agreed.
And with that, I think that's a perfect place to call the episode. Beautiful. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much to my lovely players for joining us for episode 4 of Exploits of the Golden Shadows.
And thank you for running it, Timbo.
Yeah,
Thank you,
you.
Timbo.
You're very
Best
welcome. Thank you.
DM.
Sorry, go on.
I just said best DM.
Oh, thanks, Raichkyu. Before we end it here, let's go around the table one more time, and so everybody can go ahead and promote the things that they do on this and various platforms. Domino, why don't you go first?
Yes, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/DominoRBG, where I stream sometimes, and also follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/DominoRBG. Yeah.
Excellent. And how about next? Let's go with Raichkyu.
I'm Raichkyu. My pronouns are she, her. And you can find me at twitch.tv/Raichkyu. I post random stuff on Twitter at the same name, and I have some videos of my dog on my TikTok.
Fantastic. Awesome. Next, let's do Mystrich.
My name is Mystrich. You can find me streaming here on Twitch. I love to talk about TTRPGs. I'm in this game, and I try and do other fun stuff with them. So, yeah.
Fantastic. And last but not least, Galaxy.
I'm Galaxiebot or Jess. You can find me on YouTube at Jess Galaxy. And you can also find me on TikTok at Galaxiebot. I post all manner of things. I talk about TTRPG sometimes, and I make video content constantly. So.
Excellent. Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much again for joining me. If you out there in Twitchland enjoyed the show, make sure you drop a follow so that way you can know when we go live. Also, if you're feeling incredibly generous, you can donate to the cast. You can tip us all out, and all the tips are split evenly across every cast member, if that's a thing that you're feeling like doing. But thank you again, everybody, for coming on out. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Sunday and an excellent upcoming week. We will talk to you all very soon. Bye.
Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Bye.